Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane from God TV Radio. Make sure you check out all my YouTube channels. Connect with me through Facebook and Twitter. Also, make sure that you check out my brother's YouTube channel. He's a very talented guitarist. So, a lot of Drunken Peasants fans, you came over to my channel, you watched me take the challenge. I've literally got almost 3,000, perhaps even more tonight, views on a video where I went ahead and took the challenge. You guys have heard.
Warning. The Drunken Peasants podcast is full of comedic exaggerations, independent thought, insensitivity, and other offensive content. We strongly urge all viewers and listeners to keep their brains in their skulls throughout the entire duration of this podcast. Failure to do so will result in immediate death. If you wish to support this podcast, there are several ways to do so. First, you can sign up for a free audiobook trial at audibletrial.com/drunkenpeasants. Audible is the foremost seller of audiobooks today with hundreds of thousands of titles to satisfy all manner of tastes. Second, if you shop on Amazon.com, please use the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of this video. Every purchase you make helps to support this podcast's existence. Third, please peruse our merchandise and see if any of it strikes your fancy. We sell a lot of t-shirts, so we must be doing something right. One more thing before I go. To make an official submission to the Drunken Peasants, whether it be a video for one of our segments, or fan art, or a picture of you wearing one of our shirts, or anything you think we might want to use on the show, that stuff needs to be sent to the Drunken Peasants Facebook inbox. Please do not send correspondence, as this will be deleted unread. With all that shit out of the way, it's time to begin the show.
From the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants Podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Fuck it! You got a joint? No.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
What the fuck you talking about, atheist? It's okay.
You're nothing, TJ. You're garbage.
I just want to be liked.
You're garbage, TJ.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Hello and welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 241.
Fuck episode 241.
Hey, TJ. Me and Paul and Ben are feeling a little thirsty. Go put us some drinks. You're
Oh, yeah.
You're low man on the totem pole now,
Yeah,
TJ.
I'll go fucking piss in a fucking Dixie cup.
You know, TJ, I want a real fucking drink, bitch.
That is a real
cup.
drink.
TJ, we have to fire you again. Do you want to start off from fucking entry level? You're day 2 now, TJ.
Fuck you.
Your apprenticeship begins now, TJ.
Yeah, whatever.
Chop, TJ.
Suck a fucking dick. All right, t-shirts, man. We gotta pimp this t-shirt because it's selling like hot cakes.
Wow.
180 sold.
Damn.
In less than 24 hours of the manatee macaroni and cheese shirt.
Lawsuit pending.
Oh, yeah. He said we used, like, God TV radio and stuff in it. I don't see any of that.
Let's look right now. Where's the God TV radio part?
All right, we have
I'm looking.
DP, manatees, individuals love our situation, 99 cents, made with real cheese.
Yes. Doesn't mention anyone's name.
I don't see
No.
God TV radio. I don't see anybody's name on it. Looks like a Drunken Peasants shirt to me. 180 sold.
Wow. In less than 24 hours.
Insane. We've never had a shirt. I mean, like the Dinor shirt sold this fast, but it was a cheap. This is not a super cheap shirt. This is a high quality shirt. Buy this shirt. This shirt is your God. This shirt is your master. This shirt is your only friend. There's other shirts, too, if you don't like this
Yeah,
for some reason, or you already have it.
And more shirts are coming soon.
More shirts to come. And, of course, the Sun Never Sets and Coolsville shirts are back on sale. We got stickers,
Actually,
we got Dinor, we got
I think
Gymnastic
one of the
Park.
Paul shirts is about to go, so if anyone wants to get, I think the purple one, it has like a few days left. And it's gone.
Someone sent me a picture of this sticker, the orange one that you see there.
Yeah.
And it actually looks pretty cool. It's pretty big.
Wow.
cool.
So,
Yeah, I mean, the stickers are pretty large. I guess people might not realize that because it's hard to tell the dimensions and you're just looking online and shit. But yeah, they're pretty large stickers. Some people complain about the sticker price, but this is fucking rare exclusive merchandise. You can't get this anywhere else, you fucking pieces of goddamn shit. And if you can, we're suing them.
That works.
Yeah. The other thing.
Oh shit.
Well, we'll talk about this. The fucking faggot in our midst in a moment. We got first. We got to shill one more thing. We got to shill the meetup. We're going to do a meetup in Seattle on the 29th, right? 29th?
Correct.
Yeah, 29th.
Here it is.
May
on the
29th.
screen.
That's a Sunday. 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Musicquarium in Seattle, motherfucking Washington. All right.
In less than 24 hours, we got 37 RSVPs already.
We want more.
Of course we're going
Come
to
to our event. Come to our event. Come to our event. Guess what, everyone? Repsion says he's coming.
Yeah, he did. He told me he was coming.
If you come, you can possibly have sex with Repsion.
Listen, all of you. This is your chance to not be a loser. You're all losers now because you missed the last meetups that we had, if you didn't attend them. So this is your chance to not be a fucking loser for not showing up to all the other ones.
And potentially have sex with Repsion.
Yeah. And or Ben and Scotty. Not me. I can't do it.
And of course, there'll be no Paul. Paul.
Yeah, Paul will not be there. So
fucking piece of shit, Paul.
If you're some hardcore Paul fan who's just like, I'm coming for Paul.
I love Paul.
Don't come.
Yeah.
He's
it turns out I just got home and traveling is fucking expensive. So I can't make it to this one. But certainly the next one I'll be there. So, but yeah.
Yeah, we don't have time for your excuses.
Now that all this shilling is done, I'd like to introduce our guest, first-time guest on the show.
A virgin guest.
Guest. Yeah, the virgin's mine.
Jeez.
Be
easy on me, please.
This is a fucking, whatever. Chris Raygun, everybody.
Hey, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Damn.
Fuck you. You're so mean, Chris. So Chris has a very unique channel concept. He makes fun of SJWs. I know it's never been done before, but he does it pretty well. I want to talk to you, Chris, because about Ghostbusters. This has been. I almost feel like at this point there needs to be a movie made about the preemptive backlash against Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Okay, so I told Scotty earlier that what the villain was in the movie. The villain, for those of you who don't know, is the logo. The ghost from the logo. The ghost from the logo.
This is
the villain.
This is absolutely, positively true.
No!
Well, I mean, we haven't seen the final cut of the movie, so we don't know if that's...
Seriously,
no, it is. So here's the thing. They kind of shot themselves in the foot. So here's what happened.
Okay.
God damn it. They fucking... So you know what happens with like movies, especially with this kind of caliber, it's like, usually a toy line comes out, and the toys kind of spoil the movie. There is a toy of the Ghostbusters logo, and it's a monster, and it's set with all the 4 Ghostbusters, so that confirmed it. But the script leaked a while ago, and I read it, and it was horrible, and I was like, oh, geez, I hope this is fake. But it wasn't.
Yeah, they've already invested money into toy lines and merchandise, and yeah, you're right.
Dude, it looks fucking... He looks like the fucking Michelin Man or some shit, dude.
He looks
a stupid red bow tie, dude.
But remember, the only reason we don't want to see it is because we're a bunch of sexists.
It's true.
He looks like somebody took the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man and gave him Triggly Puff's hairdo.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Dude, I'm starting to think this movie might just be so inept that it might actually fall into the so bad it's good category.
I don't even know, man. Fuck that.
No, because there's so much ridiculous shit surrounding this movie.
Fuck off, TJ, with that bullshit.
That it might actually be funny to watch the ineptitude of it because it looks so fucking bad.
I think it's going to be cringeworthy and painful.
Oh, it definitely will be that. But I think it might end up being our generation's high budget Troll 2.
I don't know.
The decision-making process is just so fucking backwards.
I know we're going to see it, TJ, just so we can trash it, but I don't know.
I don't plan on seeing it. You could go see it and review it if you want. I ain't doing it, man.
Nah, you got to do it, TJ.
I ain't giving that movie money.
You got to do it, TJ. Do it for the people.
We got to buy tickets to another movie and sneak
Do it for the fucking people.
He doesn't want it on the record that he actually paid.
On the record.
It's not a matter of the record. I just don't want to I don't want to reward this bullshit with any of my money.
Hold on. You paid to see the Transformers movies when you knew they were
and
I
regret
right?
that now. That's one of the few things I look back on in my life. I really made a mistake with that.
I wish I had that $15 back.
I just wish I don't care about me having it. I just wish Michael Bay didn't have it.
Well, most of it goes to the fucking distributor, TJ. So Michael Bay got some of it.
Oh yeah, it's like ruin your joke with a stupid technicality. Blah, 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 blah.
It's not a technicality. That's what happened. That's what happened. Actually, what happens in reality is bullshit.
What about
Are they
an inconvenient
still making
truth,
those
TJ?
movies?
Fuck you. What? Yes.
Yeah, Transformers
the new
5.
One, the new one. Like, me and Paul were just talking the other day about that Dark of the Moon shit. Like, what the fuck is that supposed to be? Dark of the Moon. The new one makes just as little sense.
What is it?
It's The Last Night, but night is spelled with a K.
The Last Night.
Or maybe it's just.
Why are they still? I mean, I know they're still making it because they make money, but just like, how could anyone go and sit through this fucking schlock? It's so fucking bad.
I'm pretty amazed by it because I honestly haven't heard anything about Transformers since this fucking Age of whatever that fucking dinosaur one.
When the first one came out in what, like 2007 or something?
Yeah,
like that?
something like that.
Wow, they've been making those forever.
Yeah, I stopped
make money.
I stopped
They make
caring
lots of
once
money.
they got rid of John Voight's character.
John,
Bring back John Voight's character.
he was in that.
He was in the first. He
He
was the
was.
star of the first movie.
I don't even remember the first one.
Back John Voight.
The first one was everybody defends the first one like, oh, that's at least good.
No,
I
it's
fucking hated
awful.
the first one.
Awful.
They're all
I never
bad.
saw another
The
one.
first one just benefits so much from comparison to the sequels because, like, I went and saw it and I like left the theater like, well, that was a bland, forgettable, who gives a shit kind of movie.
Yeah, sure.
But when I went and saw the sequels, I walked out like, oh my god, I have been psychologically tortured.
That's true.
In this
after
new,
the third one. Oh, go ahead, Paul.
I was just going to ask, in this new Ghostbusters trailer, is that like super attractive model Channing Tatum looking motherfucker supposed to be Rick Moranis' character?
No,
no,
Ghostbusters?
he's like,
Yeah.
No, he's supposed to be like the fucking receptionist chick.
Janine.
Janine?
Oh, he's
I
the
think so, yeah.
Janine.
He's the Janine.
So they swapped
it's-
genders on Janine as well, man.
Yeah.
What a great premise for a movie. Let's just take this beloved 80s classic and put a bunch of chicks in it. Well, what about Janine? Let's get a dude. Oh, fuck me.
Yeah,
Yes, hear
it's,
something? Guys, hear some sexism around this fucking podcast? Paul's
I'm
ego.
so fucking sick of this. I did a video like yesterday talking about it, and I was like, fuck it. I just deleted it because I was like, I don't want it. Anything, it's like banned as far as I'm concerned. I'm never gonna talk
but here's
about
the
it
thing.
again.
Here's
Chris
the
is like ready to break this. It's like, I don't want to talk about it, guys. Fuck this.
Chris,
It's
Chris,
traumatic.
You're wrong though. You're wrong because look, this Ghostbuster shit, it ain't going away. We might as well just fucking accept that like this is something that's gonna be part of our lives because people care. And we
It's
gotta
that-
go around and fucking be like stoking the flames like, man, you pissed about this new female Ghostbusters? Check out my video.
It seems that now, like in mainstream culture, like everyone has to be obsessed with hating a movie or loving a movie. Like they used to. Previously, it was the Star Wars movie. It was like, oh my god, The Force Awakens is going to be the greatest movie of all time. Oh, everyone's going to love it. It's going to be great. And now it's everyone shitting on Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And, except for the fucking whiny SJWs who are defending it for, who knows what reason.
Okay,
just because
they're defending it solely because...
because of the cast. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Whatever.
No, I mean, like, just because, like, they perceive the backlash against it as sexist, so they feel the need to stick up for it. But, like, it's plain to see, even to them, that this trailer looks like dog shit. That's why they're not saying it's got merits. They're just kind of saying, like... Wait till you see the movie before you judge it.
It's
see
kind of
the
a
movie
brilliant-
first.
It's kind of a brilliant idea on Sony's part. They're like, wow, we really fucked this movie up the ass, like to the nth degree. How can we make this okay? So they put out a fucking horrible trailer, and they're like, oh no, they're just hating it because it's got women in it. That's why they hate it. Come see this movie if you like women.
Yeah, and I love the fact that they actually went around.
So it's like the Hillary campaign.
And I mean, like it's kind of.
Exactly.
I mean, like it's interesting because like they went around the comment section, and at first they were deleting like the sexist comments or something. But then when they realized how to spin it, they actually started deleting like the rational comments. Like the comments that just like pointed out the flaws with the trailer and why it looked terrible. They deleted those comments, but they like left anything that was like, fuck these cunts.
Oh yeah, the Anita Sarkeesian way of dealing with criticism. See these crazy comments I got? These are the people that are opposed to me, that want me dead.
And this is the only form of dissent I receive. No other. Only this.
I love that naked fucking bullshit in the new trailer where the chick Winston, the new female Winston character stage dives and everybody moves out of the way. And she's like, I don't know if this is a black thing or a woman thing, but I'm mad or something. Like, no, you're a fucking giant. That's what it was.
And you're wearing a proton pack on your back, for fuck's sake.
What bugs me about that line, too, is just before that, Melissa McCarthy stage dives or crowd surfs.
Right.
So it's clearly not a lady thing.
It's obviously a black thing. That crowd is racist as shit.
Dude, it's a fucking such a derivative fucking joke. Like, I'm gonna jump off the stage into the crowd. The crowd moved. Your face planted.
Never seen that joke before. Never once. Just like I've never seen the joke of someone getting slapped. The lame pratfalls.
This is a fucking lame derivative fucking movie.
Like, I'm not even anti-slapstick, all right? I like some slapstick.
If it's done well.
But it's
when
gotta
we're
be
drunk, people get slapped.
Yeah, and I mean, like, also, it has to be clever, though. Like, there has to be some kind of cleverness to it. Some kind of fucking, like, there's a setup and a punchline and, like, pacing and shit. Not just... The power pay compel you. Ow, whap, whap. Oh, take that bitch. Oh, ghost be gone.
The problem is that it's written like a generic comedy, and it's not written like Ghostbusters is, which is like kind of like a quirky sci-fi comedy. Comedy's like secondary in the original Ghostbusters, and here it's like, let's tell jokes. Like, that's all it is.
I don't like the visual effects. Like I wish they'd gone like a different direction because they seem kind of like Scooby-Doo-ish.
Yeah,
but
you mean you wish they went practical like the other movies did and looked pretty good?
Like, maybe not practical, but like maybe practical enhanced with CG, or practical when you can and CG when you have to. But also, like, the quality of the CG just looks weird. But I do have to admit, I do kind of like just like the base designs of some of the ghosts I saw in the trailer. That's probably like the highest compliment I could pay to it. I thought some of the like designs that were probably on paper before the CG people butchered it. Some of them look good.
I think the only part in the trailer that even got me the slightest chuckle was like, I guess, the end when she's trying to slowly walk out. I was like, oh, that's sort of amusing, but
I mean, like,
I feel like they've used all the jokes in the trailers by now.
I saw that there was a guy saying that. Oh no, it wasn't a guy. It was one of these feminist rags. They were talking about the trailer, and they were trying to like say that the new trailer of the scene where the guy's like, he's talking like, oh man, no poor person should be subjected to this or whatever, and then it cuts to them and saying, except you ladies, you'll be fine or whatever. And they're like, oh, that was great. That was a great moment in the trailer. I'm like, I mean, that was like competent, I guess. It certainly wasn't any fucking special moment. I don't get it, man. They're like, some people are really trying to make this trailer seem like it's like got something going on, like either of these trailers, and neither of them do.
This is going to be fan-four-stick of this year. I think it's going to be.
No, it's gonna be worse than that.
Dude. They even managed to ruin fucking Slimer. Like, the second trailer shows off Slimer pretty prominently, and he looks like shit. Slimer's the best, dude. Like, how do you fucking shit on Slimer?
He's also the best looking thing in that trailer, even though he looks like absolute shit.
Yeah, he looks. You're right. They gave him all kinds of like weird like folds and shit. Like, there's folds.
Hashtag save Slimer. Save him.
He's glossy as fuck too. He's like shiny as all hell. It's really.
I will give him this though. I do remember as a kid, like, watching those movies, wishing that logo would come to life and be spooky. You know what I mean? So they really nailed it with that one.
I'm gonna hit you with a hammer.
I know.
Paul,
what the
You're
fuck?
a piece of shit.
I'm gonna hit you with a fucking hammer. The logo is literally a generic ghost.
I'm moving on. I can't even handle this shit.
I
can't even.
Yeah, all right. It's probably time to move on.
I just have it on.
Time to learn.
You go ahead and do it today.
Okay, so do you want to do this one?
Just
I
you
was being
could do that.
by the way.
I know. You could do that one, or you could press random. I think everyone got it.
What do you think?
Go ahead. Press random, I guess.
Random.
Here we go.
Okay. Well, I'll put it up on the screen for everyone to see.
I guess I can just read it then.
Yeah.
The Cheyenne Mountain Country Club is located in Colorado Springs, Colorado, at the mouth of Cheyenne Canyon.
Cool.
All right, we're not going to read all this shit, but
what do you want to read?
We will read. Wait. Polo is no longer played at the country club. As an homage to the club's polo playing history, there is an exhibit. What a fucking scintillating exhibit with the Foxhall Keen Cup. The Keen Cup.
The Keen Cup.
The Keen Cup, dude.
Broadmoor Hotel. Yeah, whatever. Some fucking rich, smarmy, polo-loving shithole.
Who sat down and wrote the... I don't
Somebody was like, I need to write the wiki about the Cheyenne Mountain.
I'm sure someone that works there was hired to do that.
Whatever. Time to learn something.
There we go. Hey, I hate to be my typical self, but can you guys share screens?
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry, I didn't know.
Oh, man.
I think we did before. But
yeah, it was
we'll do
up
that.
for a while, and then it went down like when we started. So I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
You must have closed it, Paul.
Yeah. No, it's
Paul
not
ain't
showing for me
nothing
either.
but a goddamn piece of shit. Piece of shit. You guys see it now?
No. Oh, there it is. Yes.
Yeah.
We're good.
Oh, finally, Paul.
Cool. Fucking faggots, man. These prima donnas, man. They're horrible. Oh, Chris, by the way, this is going to be a 9-hour show. Is that cool?
Yeah, I got 9 hours. I got 9.5 hours.
Cool.
Specific.
We can make. We'll go ahead and do it 9.5 then.
Oh, good.
The troll, man. The troll.
It's always a troll.
It's a troll. No, yesterday it wasn't.
We need a shirt that says that. It's always a troll.
Is it always a troll?
It's really not, but it usually is.
Troll. Troll.
Why are men so sexist?
I don't know.
I get along better with women than I do with men. I guess I have more in common with women. I don't know, but I guess I do. It really bugs me. Men are so sexist. Like, it really is rude when I hear men saying, "Oh, shut up! Go make me a sandwich." What
the fuck is this?
They're not doing themselves any favors.
Ben, can I ask you one question?
What?
The fuck is happening?
Yeah, what's going on? Are those peppers?
Yes,
They're peppers.
They're little chili peppers.
Why is he
gonna eat a
talking
bunch
like
of
this? Maybe.
Speaking of that, all chefs are men. Ever notice that? I feel sorry for the girls growing up and enjoying their mom's cooking, and they're probably thinking, gee, my mom's a wonderful cook. Maybe I can become a chef someday. Yeah, my mom seems to enjoy it. Yeah, maybe I'll be a chef. And then they enter the workforce, and they look for a job, and they get told by the man, no, we don't want you. You're...
I think this is real.
Whether this is a troll or not, I think you busted out the peppers a little early, bud.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the gimmick is with the peppers, but you're awkwardly just holding some peppers up. And that's all I can think about, is what you're going to do with those peppers.
The title of this video is "I'm a proud feminist and hot peppers hurt my eyes."
Okay. Keep going. I want to see how this plays out.
A woman.
I'm interested.
We want a man in our kitchen.
We
want our chefs to be men.
Men.
But you can be a waitress if you want.
Yeah. Fucking patriarchy.
Cooking industry is sexist. I'd say it is. But, hot peppers. I like these little red kind better than how...
What? So that was a great segue, also. Fucking
hot peppers.
Hot peppers.
Hot.
Yeah, food industry is so fucking sexist. Also, check out these peppers.
Hot peppers.
Super.
Jalapenos and habaneros. Just to change a topic here. These are cheaper and I just like them better.
Do it.
The only thing
Cheaper
I
than
don't
what?
like about them is if I'm cutting them into small pieces and then I touch my eyes without thinking of what I'm doing. Oh man, that hurts.
Okay, it sure does.
And you know what someone said to me the other day?
What did they say? Troll. Yeah.
The ending.
Troll. I go troll. Troll.
I feel like I've seen this video before.
You have?
I feel like I vaguely remember this.
Chris, do you
I
think
guess
he's a troll or not?
I think so, but it's really strange. I think so, yeah.
That's 3 out of 5 right there. The trolls have it.
Troll alert.
I honestly didn't know what the hell that was for a good
I don't know.
80% of it.
I have to admit I was entertained by it, though. It kept my attention for the 2 minutes and 19 seconds.
Yeah, we don't normally get through a whole video during that segment.
Yeah,
I
it's pretty rare.
I wish I could speak that slowly.
I wish he was gonna. I mean, when you read the title, I was really hoping he was gonna rub the peppers in his eyes, but he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't do shit with them.
Oh well.
I'm sure you could find videos on YouTube of people like spraying themselves with pepper spray and shit like that.
Yeah. What a pointless prop, though.
challenge.
Why were they there? What is? Yeah, whatever.
He was just holding them up.
What is the purpose of them?
Since both you and Chris are content creators, you should test it out and see if like people's view durations increase if you just like while you're talking about a subject you hold up a pepper or something.
I think
Well,
maybe
it
that
worked-
might
it
be
worked.
true.
It worked for him because we got through the whole video. So
You know,
there
maybe
might
you
be
just
something to
hold
it.
up something that looks like maybe you could do something fucked up with it. Like, just hold up like a pair of scissors, you know, or you know, like one of them old sharp. Like, I got this old rusty pair of scissors. Then just go on with your video topic, and people are like, "What you gonna do with them scissors, man? What you gonna do with them scissors?" Oh,
I gotta
no.
watch to the end, and then at the end, just like start to do something with the scissors and go nah, and turn off your cam.
I'll just be like, you know what someone told me the other day? Yeah. Like, okay. Weird.
It's an interesting gimmick.
All right, moving on to political shit.
Shalitical pit.
Shalitical pit?
Yeah.
Shalitical pit.
Woo! That is more fun than I thought it was going to be. Little
spoonerism.
Yeah. Flip that shit.
All right, so Democratic leaders and Sanders battle, and it boils over.
Cool.
That's what it says here.
Boil, bitch.
Yeah.
On Oregon last night, and I have a strong feeling that with your support, we're going to take the entire West Coast.
Tonight,
Is there
fresh
an
off
earthquake
another
happening
win in
right
the
now,
West,
or-
Bernie Sanders is digging in his heels.
In every state that we have running, we have had to take on literally almost the entire Democratic establishment, and in state after state, the people have stood up and helped defeat the establishment.
Even with his victory in Oregon.
No, in plenty of states they didn't do that at all. I mean, I guess you're trying to like be optimistic, keep the crowd like, yeah.
That
and
hat,
stuff,
that hat
but-
looks like it's barely on his fucking head, too.
Yeah. But it does look like the sun is like blaring.
Oh,
down,
yeah, it is. It's fucking beating. Oh, yeah, you can tell it's hot as shit.
Bernie Sanders like, I wear hats just like you.
Donald Trump did that too, but I think it was to keep his hair from blowing around.
Hair, yeah. I don't know if I call that shit on his head hair, dude. What is it? Looks like some kind of like weird sea creature.
You know what's so funny about this whole thing too? Because if you hear these establishment people talking, they're like, Bernie Sanders needs to control his basically control his out of control supporters. It's like, okay, well, you guys are trying 50 days or something before the convention just to call it for Hillary. Like, well, it's about time we get behind Hillary. It's like, well, it's not done yet. Nope, we just need to get behind Hillary now. Sanders, crazy violent supporters. It's like they're not really crazy or violent. They're protesting a system which is fucking obviously corrupt.
They were violent when out of nowhere the fucking Nevada convention just said like, well, we can't seat.
And the only person arrested was a Hillary Clinton supporter.
We can't seat these fucking 64 delegates. I mean, like they did seat some of them, but 58 of them still were never seated because they didn't fill out their paperwork right. It's like, okay, well, how many did Hillary Clinton have that didn't fill out the paperwork right?
None.
They all did. They just did fine. They were all good. But the Bernie ones, they just fucked up.
Incompetent fucks.
Incompetent socialist nitwits. What can we say?
Jesus.
Sure. Fuck you, Democratic establishment. Fuck you, Republican establishment. Fuck you, establishment in general. Fucking down with the system, man.
Fight the power.
Fight the power, Jet Bree.
I hate to say it, but it's kind of right that we should call it for Hillary at this point. I don't think that there's a path to victory for Bernie.
There is one. Hillary is indicted, or Hillary dies suddenly and tragically, just fucking clutches her heart and keels over right on the stage.
I think
interested to see how that
go ahead.
indicted. No, I'm interested to see how that whole investigation goes, because she has the pull to just have nothing happen. I feel like
probably
I feel like she has immunity in some respect.
I don't think Paul. I don't think Bernie Sanders should stop until the convention. It's not even a matter of will he get the nomination. Of course, they're not going to give him the nomination, but it's going to basically force them to be a more progressive party if he just goes and does that. If he just goes, okay, Hillary's got it. His candidacy is basically going to be looked at as a joke, because if he just Hillary's campaign said it's time to just to tap out. Let's just do whatever she wants. Fuck Hillary Clinton, and Bernie Sanders should fight to the end, even if he doesn't fucking win. Because why not? He's already gone this far. Why should he just cave into the fucking demands of some fucking despotic piece of shit like Hillary?
I think he should go to the fucking floor of the convention and fucking make the case like, look, poll after poll after poll shows
he wins independence.
Hillary in dead heats with fucking Donald Trump in key swing states. I beat him in those swing states.
I wish he would be just more aggressive towards Hillary, because he has so much material to work off of that he's just not using, I guess, because he's too nice.
When I go back and I think about that moment, like at the time everybody loved it, like no one cares about your damn emails. But maybe you shouldn't have tossed that card aside, Bernie. Maybe you should have played the email card.
It was
there actually was something there, so maybe you should have been a little bit more vicious.
And it's hilarious that the establishment of Democrats is fucking telling us, the same person that voted for the war in Iraq and who's, basically not a really representative of this party at this point, that's the one we really need. I mean, look, Hillary's not packing in fucking stadiums. It's Bernie. And Bernie has way more fucking cross appeal than Hillary will ever fucking have. The only people that are voting for Hillary are people like, well, we gotta put Hillary because that's the best choice.
Yeah.
I love me some Hillary.
And it's like, why is she the best choice?
Fucking shit show.
It is a total shit show.
It's gonna be fun, though.
It is. It's gonna be a fun election cycle, especially for us making videos.
This is gonna be This is gonna be pretty much the dirtiest political campaign that you've ever seen.
For the next 6 months, YouTube is in easy mode. YouTube is in fucking easy mode for the next 6 months for me.
Like Hillary super PAC says Trump touches children or something. It's going to be.
And
insane.
the closer it gets to the fucking election day, the easier it gets. I can just get on and be like, "Hey guys, anyway, fuck Hillary. Peace the fuck out."
10,000 up, likes.
Yeah. 50 million views.
Next day.
Best video you've ever done.
Trump's an asshole.
Yeah, next day.
Trump's a fucking cunt.
That's it.
10 million upvotes. Best video ever.
And another near win in Kentucky. Sanders still faces a tough road.
Yeah, he didn't even... Is that Cenk Uygur with him?
I think it is.
Yeah, that's Cenk Uygur.
Good old Janky.
Yeah, he barely lost in Kentucky. It wasn't even a whole percentage.
No, it was pretty low.
Point.
He needed to win
really?
Kentucky. He needed to win Kentucky.
Yeah, let me see.
At this point, like Bernie Sanders, if he wants to make a case to get super delegates to his side, he needs like big, decisive victories over Hillary Clinton.
Actually,
and he got one in Oregon, but he needs one in like California or some state.
Actually, even though Hillary technically won Kentucky, they got the same amount of delegates from Kentucky because Bernie had 46.3 and Hillary had 46.8.
The pledged delegate count really, Bernie's not not going to clinch it with that. It's not even possible.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe there's some fucking far outside possibility that I just don't know about. But no, like Bernie's campaign at this point, if he wants to get the nomination, which I think there's a chance, but I think it's like remarkably, incredibly fucking cunt hair slim. His best chance is to fucking have get some decisive victories, start fucking making the polls case, start making the case that he's the better candidate against Trump, try to switch these super delegates over to his side.
It's not going to happen.
He's not going to do it.
The establishment has already spoken. They want Hillary. They control everything as far as who gets the nomination. It's going to be Hillary.
The crazy thing is that the polling suggests that will be to their detriment.
They don't give a shit.
I mean...
Why would they?
Like, it's amazing that they don't, though, because they're
She's
running
the heir
against
apparent.
Trump. Because he's gonna have to run it. Well, it's amazing that they don't give a shit because before now it's been like, oh, here's safe bet number 1 and safe bet number 2. They might be like, oh, Democratic Party and Republican Party. For the most part, they've all been suits up until now. But now it's like fucking Donald Trump, who's a wild card like I've never seen here, and like, why would you then go, oh, hey, all right. We got Trump on the opposite side. Wouldn't we rather have somebody who can win against this person than throw away the nomination or throw away the presidency completely? It's just weird to me.
I mean,
weird logic.
No, they believe it for Hillary. Like those people believe it's a slam dunk for Hillary. Oh, Trump is we're just gonna rule out. He said this shit about women. He said this shit about the wall. He hates immigrants. He hates Muslims. Vote for Hillary. She's the only rational choice. They really believe that's how it's gonna. That's really
I don't know,
at the end of the
man.
day.
I know a lot of people who were totally for Bernie, and now they're like, they're either not going to vote for Hillary or they're going to vote for Trump. That's really what it comes down to for I feel like a lot of people.
Yeah, I feel like most of the Bernie Sanders supporters I know have said some version of
I mean, we've
that.
heard that, but at this point, I mean, I hate to pull it out, but it is anecdotal evidence. We're gonna have to really see what happens when when it gets closer. I mean,
yeah, I mean, like
I do think that's gonna have an impact.
I feel like some of these Bernie Sanders supporters who are saying now, like, fuck it, man, Trump or fucking nothing.
Hillary is going to hammer. I tell you what, she's going to hammer home.
They're going to make her
the Supreme Court. Then they're going to be like, look, the court's going to be shaped the next 30, 40 years.
They're going to do a bunch of shit to scare the liberals into voting for Hillary out of like fear, basically.
If you vote for Trump, Roe v. Wade is gone.
Next video clip we have here is Clinton mocks Trump in hypothetical debate.
Let's just imagine I'm on a debate stage.
All right, from now on, can someone make us like a Hillary trigger warning for when we're going to play a clip that has Hillary in it?
I feel like I need to take a shower right now.
Look at her. She looks like fucking Medusa. Like gazing into the crowd.
She'll turn you into stone.
She turns the crowd into stone.
Dude, I have a lizard. It's a bearded dragon called Nova, and every time I post pictures of her on Instagram or something, people are like, it's Hillary, and I swear to fucking God, I see it, man. I fucking see it when I look at her.
She looks like Emperor Palpatine with a soccer mom wig. Just look at the malice in those fucking eyes. Look at the dead fucking evil. Yeah.
The power. The evil dead.
She's gonna start stabbing her cunt with a crucifix.
I am really looking forward to it.
Oh, the fake Hillary smile is so terrible. I'm happy to be here, Kentucky.
So let's suppose, here's the question. So what is your plan to create jobs? His answer is, I'm going to create them. They're going to be great. I know how to do it, but I'm not telling you what it is.
So what are you going to do, Hillary?
Wait a minute. Is this her pretending she's debating against Sanders or Trump?
Trump.
Oh, I saw this exact video, and it was Sanders. That was
look at her.
I guess it's interchangeable at this point.
Someone lied to you.
Looks like Hillary was having some cocktails before this rally.
I like that it's like, imagine that
She's
I'm
having
not
a few victory drinks. For
this is old Southern Hillary in Kentucky sitting there.
Oh my God, I cringed so hard when she was doing the accent. Ugh.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Bring
it's
jobs
because,
back.
Well, this is an economically depressed part of the country, so now it's where it's all about jobs, and Trump ain't going to bring no jobs, but Hillary's going to bring the jobs. What's she going to do?
Every fucking election I've ever seen, people have been talking about creating jobs.
We're going to make some more jobs.
Create some jobs.
We need to create jobs.
We need to build a bigger job creation machine and just pump out the fucking jobs.
Just build the wall. People get jobs building the wall,
Yeah,
man.
well, you know what they'll do is they'll make the wall like a Taco Bell that Americans can go up and buy food from.
We can hire more Muslim screeners. We can hire like 5 Americans to screen each Muslim that comes in.
You know, FDR fucking did shit like that. You know,
FDR.
Yeah, they had fucking public work projects. Fucking get the American people together, build the wall.
In Hillary's
keep them
defense,
Mexicans out. Yeah, go ahead.
She does have a plan to create jobs. She is going to continue to give tax breaks and allow loopholes for big business, so they, in their great benevolence, will give us jobs. That's the way it works.
Hillary's going to create some jobs. What she doesn't tell you is they're going to be in like Thailand and China. And other places where they manufacture American goods.
She's going to do a good job.
She's going to
doing
create
that.
plenty of jobs for them.
Yeah, you know what? You're right, TJ. She is a job creation machine.
I created tons of sweatshop jobs in Thailand.
Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to change the tax code. Here's how we're going to incentivize people
So
to do it.
what are you gonna do,
Now,
Hillary?
some people might say, oh, you know, all anybody wants to hear is just, I'm going to do it, but I'm not telling you what I'm going to do. See,
Okay.
I don't believe that.
So what are you going to
Maybe
do?
in the preliminaries, like the Republican primary,
Sorry.
that's all they wanted to hear. But Americans take their vote for president seriously.
Apparently not.
And they're
Not
going to
really.
be looking at that TV screen
It's you and
saying,
Trump.
He still doesn't have anything to tell us?
Yeah, it kind of puts a nail in that argument, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like, you can't make the argument that Americans care about democracy when our choices for president are Hillary and Trump, or if people wanted to vote for a third-party candidate. I guess they could, but they're not going
Look at
to,
the
because
abysmal-
that'll never win, because no one will do it.
Look at
because
the
no one will do it,
abysmal
'cause it'll never
turnout.
win.
The abysmal turnout in American politics for like elections. Like most people don't even give a shit about voting. They're just like, oh, whatever.
Why should they?
Well, if people are, we kind of get what we deserve in a sense. If people actually were engaged in the political process, then phonies like Hillary and fucking demagogues like Trump wouldn't even make it to the forefront. But it's just like, if Trump was really good at riling up a bunch of fucking whiny motherfuckers that are like, America's changing. I don't want any immigrants and faggots and transgender people going to bathrooms. And Trump's like, that's all bad. That's all gonna go bye-bye. No more Muslims, no more Mexicans. It's gonna be perfect now.
In all fairness to Trump, and maybe he's changed on this since I last saw, but I saw him do an interview on the transgender bathroom thing, and he was like, I don't see it as a big deal. I just think the state needs to just let transgender people use whatever bathroom they want. So
That's not popular amongst conservatives.
Maybe he's changed his mind on that since, but I remember
Of course he'll change his
him
mind.
saying that at least last time I saw.
Well, look, it's the general election is coming up. He's got the nomination. That's almost for certain. Of course, he's going to start going more to the center. Oh, I don't really know about that issue. I mean, he's just going to be vague and wishy-washy on anything that's like, people are divided on.
He's always done that. That's
Well,
how.
I mean, at this point, he's really been vague in pretty much everything but immigration and trade policy.
Yeah, but isn't he also like probably the most liberal candidate on the Republican side? I feel like he is.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I would say it's true.
He's actually campaigned for Hillary before.
Yeah,
right?
yes. He voted. He donated to her campaign.
Yeah,
back
so
in the day.
it's almost certain that he voted for her at some point.
Oh, sure.
Probably.
It's just so crazy that now they're running against each other for president.
She's horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, when she's not the senator from from your home state.
You know what I
and
never
you're
got
like,
about that whole thing either is that Hillary, she would say like, Trump, he would be like, oh, I gave her money because I was friends with everybody and I was just greasing all their pockets and all this shit. It's like, so you're basically saying that you just pretended to like people you didn't and you deceived them and shit, like, and then you're gonna make a case that you're trustworthy for America. Like you've just said like, I'm great at duplicity. Trust me.
I kind of disagree. I think it plays into one of Trump's greatest strengths, this businessman meme that he's constantly pushing forward. Like, yeah, that's business, man. Part of business is you donate to political people to make sure you get the legislation you want. That's how the system works. I'm a businessman, and of course I did that. It just kind of he pivots to the businessman thing.
I think it works. I think it works as a deflection. I'm just saying it doesn't work on me. I just see wow, here's someone bragging about being a duplicitous weasel.
He loves the poorly educated.
Of course he does. He really does.
All right. So next video, Alex Jones cries over evil Glenn Beck. Emotional rant over Glenn Beck and this evil world.
What's the goddamn it for? This sounds amazing.
Fucking Alex Jones. God, he's just. I'm so sick of him. But yeah, let's see him. Let's see
How
him.
can you be sick of him? He's great.
His voice is like.
He's gonna cry. He's gonna cry.
The last few months, I've told you this, but intensifying. Evil's being let out of the pit right now. I can feel it rising.
Okay.
And I can also feel good rising. The spirit of God coming back into the world as well.
Right.
We're in very dangerous waters.
He's like an evangelist now.
Dangerous waters.
And
there is no God.
People like Donald Trump are only one manifestation of what's going on. He's obviously a guy, an alpha male that likes prosperity, loves this country. I think he's got a lot of worldly issues and problems, don't we all?
You know, I can't believe that Alex Jones is like actually behind one of the two mainstream party candidates for president.
That is pretty
I really
crazy.
never thought I would see
Yeah,
that.
you know what? That is really strange.
I wonder how long it's going to take him to turn on Trump. Because if Trump's head of the government, it's going to be hard for him to keep being like, government's doing all this fucked up shit.
Yeah, seriously, what can he do?
Doesn't he typically toe the line once everything's settled up and back the Republican?
I don't know.
No,
I
I
feel
don't
like
think
he's.
so.
I feel like he's usually just like they're all bought and paid for.
It's true. It's true. He did not like George Bush at all.
Well, you know what they can say, of course, if shit doesn't go. Oh, Alex Jones will be like, well, it's not Trump's fault.
Or he'll pull a Gail Cord Schuler and say it's like a fucking clone that the government created, and the real Trump is dead, or like
the real
fucking
Trump
prison
isn't in
cell
fucking
and-
the CIA's headquarters.
Yeah.
The CIA is brainwashed Trump.
Yep.
The American people elected a good man and they turned him into a monster.
I'll be I will laugh so fucking hard if that turns out to be true.
Scramble his brains like eggs.
If Alex Jones
Manchurian
actually says
candidate, yeah.
It's pretty fucking guaranteed that that's going to be a story on the Alex Jones program.
InfoWars. Alex Jones's war against info.
Yeah.
People that got a lot of good also have a lot of bad. Our enemies are the people that don't have hardly any good but have a bunch of bad.
Right. Thank you.
And I don't enjoy
what a fucking great way to break down the world. Listen, we good and a little bad. Our enemies, they bad and only a little good.
God damn, he sounds like
Smoke
what
'em
I
out.
imagine. He sounds like what I imagine a roach would sound like if it could speak. I can't fucking stand
It's a very gravelly voice.
Up here
Yes,
attacking
yeah.
people
All right, I'm gonna listen to him and now I'm gonna imagine like a cartoon cockroach talking to me.
like Glenn Beck. Let's get that straight. But when I see manifest smoking evil, the guy's on
Smoking evil,
fire
fuck.
with sniveling evil. To the
Fun.
spiritual level, I can see him.
Sniveling
And I can
evil.
see all of his fruits, and it's just
What
a
the fuck?
prancing demon, a Nelly feminine.
Glenn Beck
Con
is
art.
an effeminate con artist, prancing demon. He's on fire.
Effeminate. Blink, 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 blink. Demon. It's like, okay.
It's like insult loading.
Preying on people, and it makes me want to throw up. And I'll just be honest with you.
He's gonna cry.
And I love Christ, and I have a relationship with God, and I know that there's a spiritual battle going on. I know my best work's like dirty rags, and I do have the Holy Spirit. I feel God constantly.
I've never heard Alex
It's very
Jones talk
humbling.
about religion
And as
so
the evil
much.
intensifies,
But maybe I just don't listen to him enough, but I've never heard him get so religious.
It's just hilarious. This guy is talking about
like this.
He's talking about chilling and con artist shit. Okay, I've seen Alex Jones hawks a bunch of shit. He sells a bunch of shit to people.
No,
What
he
is
doesn't.
What is he talking about? Oh, con artist. He's the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah, him and Glenn Beck are very similar in many ways.
They're cut from the same fucking cloth. It's obvious.
Yeah.
Buy my InfoWars mug. Buy my mug. Buy my new videotape of me sneaking into the Bohemian Grove.
I think I saw him
Buy my new manatees,
chilling like an
mac and
energy drink or a
cheese shirts from
concentration
Teespring.
drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, the InfoWars concentration drink, TJ.
Whatever.
I get more discernment, more focus, more intelligence that God gives me. That's what the Bible says it'll do. And I am constantly
That's what the Bible says.
almost in tears because I can feel the presence of God. And I know
Wait
how
a minute.
worldly I am. And it's like being naked.
Can we think about that statement for a second? I am constantly almost in tears.
Yeah.
because of what my connection with God or whatever it was. So constantly almost in tears, just walking around like, God loves me, and I love God.
Glenn Beck is a false prophet. Unlike me, Alex Jones, the true prophet. Give me a fucking break.
When you have the righteous cock of God up your ass 24/7. That's what happens.
See, Chris went to the cock. I didn't go to the cock.
Gained.
You wanted to.
Well,
And I see all these proud, evil men. They will fall. They will be broken.
They will fall.
And I'm not sure what's coming in the future, but everybody feels it. Everybody sees it.
What a fucking huckster.
All I can tell you is everybody better get right with God.
No.
And all these people out there that think this is funny, you're not going to think it's funny very soon.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that this will be funny for the rest of my life.
The end times is nigh. Are you guys prepared?
At least he knows that there are people watching this thinking it's funny. Because it is funny, Alex. You know it's funny deep down inside.
Look at that sincere look in his
We have
face.
been insulated in this country because of our ancestors who weren't perfect, but they were the best there were from every corner of the world. We were the new world.
What?
Uh-huh.
But we were the most inventive, and the most freedom ever allowed did happen here for a short time. So great wealth and blessing was brought to us because of the free thinkers that set up this country.
No.
Do you see the tears?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, the crocodile tears rolling down his fucking cheeks.
I don't think they're crocodile tears. I think they're
Yeah, I think he's legitimately...
Yeah, I think he's legitimately stirred by what he's saying.
And who else does this? Glenn Beck. He does the same
that's
shit.
true.
Where he cries.
This is a fucking practice act by this guy. Yeah, maybe he can well up that emotion and bring it out in himself, but it's all just for it's all for the audience.
Sure.
Him and Glenn Beck are so fucking similar.
You know, it's like,
maybe I
remember
start crying on
time,
the show more.
1776, this great nation was built by the freedom-loving founders of this country who believed in personal responsibility and freedom. That's why they put the Second Amendment in, the right to bear arms against tyrannical governments. 1776 will commence again! Oh, by the way, Alex Jones wants you to buy gold bullion.
Yeah.
You know, give me a fucking break. This is a sales pitch
Emergency
to
rations.
the paranoid fucks.
Yeah, get your custom Alex Jones Bitcoins.
That doesn't mean it's not sincere, Scotty.
He's
And
sincerely
now
full
we've
of
been turned
shit.
into an engine of abomination.
Ooh.
But does he know he's full of shit?
Yes,
And
of
all I
course.
ask is
I don't
God to
think he
spare my
does.
children. And
Yeah. Alex Jones process.
Yeah, there he goes.
I mean, we live in a country where they kill babies and sell their body parts, and where they do put chemicals in the water to brain damage you and your family and cause infertility. That's just the start. You understand? We live in a country with thousands of aircraft flying around spraying poison on us. And
No, they're not.
God.
That's not
That's
even the best
why-
dispersal method.
That's why I can't make babies. It were the water. It's the fluoride.
Oh my God, Paul! You figured it out after all these years. Fluoridated water.
Look at him.
He looks like, you know those Sarah McLachlan commercials with the dogs that are abused?
Oh yeah.
I love you, Glenn. Not Glenn.
I love you, Glenn.
You called him the wrong name.
No, they're so similar.
They're both the same thing. They're just crazy lunatic conservatives who are always talking about the end times and all the shit's gonna happen.
Maybe
They're
you could
always
we'll
crying
call
and
him like
weeping.
Glenn Jones or something.
Yeah, they should just become one person.
Dude,
already.
they should have their own show together. Come on, it'd just be perfect.
And they can fucking sit there and hate each other, even though they're exactly the same.
They can debate all their differences, live on the air.
Do they actually
All right, next one here is we're going back to Clinton and Trump.
Trigger
It's-
warning, Clinton.
It's Clinton's saying that Trump is not qualified to be president.
Okay.
Do you think that Donald Trump is qualified to be president?
No, I do not. And I think in this past week, whether it's attacking Great Britain, praising the leader of North Korea, a despotic dictator who has nuclear weapons, whether it is saying pull out of NATO, let other countries have nuclear weapons, the kinds of positions he is stating and the consequences of those positions, and even the consequences of his statements are not just offensive to people, they are potentially dangerous.
How so?
Well, as I mentioned...
Politicians talk, Madam Secretary. They
Well,
say
but-
things, but then once they get in office, people believe nothing will be that different.
Well, when you run for president of the United States, the entire world is listening and watching. So when you say, we're going to bar all Muslims, you are sending a message to the Muslim world. And you're also sending a message to the terrorists, because we now do have evidence. We have seen how Donald Trump is being used to essentially be a recruiter.
Okay, well, let's be realistic. I mean, yeah, even if that's true, it's not like, you know, if Hillary's elected, Muslim extremists are just going to be like, oh, Hillary's there now? We love America. Let's have a fucking big America, fucking 4th of July party, even though it's fucking, you know, June.
We are placated by these events.
No, it's not going to make any difference.
All right, moving on. Pat Robertson says drug addicts should be left to starve to death.
Cool.
Well, we want to bring it on with some of the email that you submitted. And Pat, this first one comes from Paulette, who says, I live in Massachusetts where the state is undergoing a massive heroin fentanyl addiction problem.
Thank you, pharmaceutical
Recently, the
companies.
Boston Herald newspaper headlines read, frequent visits by homeless put hospitals in a state of emergency. Patients draining Medicaid funds, ER resources. In the town next to mine, drug addicts are deliberately overdosing near hospitals so they can be revived by the drug Norcan.
They're not deliberately.
No, they're no one is. No fucking heroin junkie is deliberately like, all right, I'm gonna fucking
OD.
Sit on the steps of the hospital and OD, cause then they just fucking revive me
Yeah,
right
get that
there,
Narcan, man. Yo, you want that?
Oh, dude, Narcan, man, get revived.
Christians, what's the proper response to this issue? Should we set a limit to treatment, or should every hardworking taxpayer just hand over more and more funds for this problem? I'm finding it hard to be charitable toward the abusers of Medicaid because they're taking money from others who do not have self-induced problems. At age 60, I have 17-year-old twins to put through college, and all I can see is me being punished with higher taxes. Whew.
Just let them higher tax. Like, how are you paying higher taxes because people are using this system, and it's not even Medicaid they're necessarily using.
So basically, this woman is saying like, I don't want to pay high tax. You know, I feel that these heroin junkies are affecting my taxes to the point where I would rather just let them die in the streets.
Well, Ronald Reagan signed an act or a bill that says they can't do that. They have to treat people if they're going to die.
Well, they need to repeal that for
get
these
rid of that
fucking
law.
junkie heroin fucking assholes.
Or maybe we should actually deal with the drug problem as an addiction problem and as a health problem instead of treating it as solely a criminal actions. Which, I mean, because look, if you look at our fucking prisons, they're filled with people who are drug offenders. And it's like, okay, so that they get into this downward spiral of everything's going wrong in their life. They're constantly being locked up because they're addicted to drugs. And it's just, well, we're going to punish you again, so you have to go into prison, which they're going to be doing drugs in prison. We all know it. Instead of actually getting help and treatment, we just have people continuously, you know, for committing the same crimes to fucking feed their habit. It's just a fucking self-fulfilling prophecy.
I could probably save like 7-8 cents on my tax bill if we just let them fuckers die.
We'll also have a universal healthcare system that would make more sense.
Let's hear Pat's commentary.
Did anybody read this this title card as the Zoo Club? It's time for the Zoo Club with your host, the ancient chimp Pat.
Oh shit!
Tremendous question. The Bible says, "If any man will not work, let him not eat." Now, that didn't say, "If any man will not work, let him go to the soup kitchen and let the government pick up the tab."
What?
That's not. I mean, it's tough.
Yeah,
luck.
man. The Bible never fucking said anything about being charitable.
Nothing.
There's nothing in there like that. Not a single fucking word.
Oh, they loved how charitable Jesus, was in the Bible and how charitable Christians are until it's something that they don't like. You know, oh, these druggies, the Bible says you got to fucking look harshly upon them. Let them die in the streets.
Jesus said to fucking give all your money and possessions away to the poor.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Pat
this guy's
Robertson
still
is
alive, to be
rich. He's a rich fuck, and he's sitting here telling people that homeless people who are addicted to drugs should just be like basically just allowed to die in the
What's all
streets.
said in the Bible? What is it like? It's easier for like You know what what is that?
It's easier for a rich
to
man
pass through the eye of a needle than a rich man.
That's what I'm
go to
saying.
heaven.
To enter the kingdom of heaven. Yeah. So this guy who's a rich fuck, he's not even listening to the Bible.
He doesn't even fucking care about the Bible. He don't believe that shit.
Oh yeah, he's another huckster too. So
I don't even agree with the Alex Jones being a huckster. I mean,
He
on
is.
some level he is, but I think he's a true
Alex
believer.
Jones is definitely a huckster.
He is a huckster, but he also believes the bullshit he says, I think.
To some degree, he probably believes it.
This motherfucker doesn't believe a goddamn word comes out of his mouth.
No way. No, obviously not.
He doesn't even care. He's just like, yeah, what do I gotta say to appease these fucking retards and keep getting this
Let's hear the
money?
terrible shit.
If the guy doesn't work, let him not eat. There are a bunch of people who are just bums, and they're trying to, ride in on the charity of others, and their tough love will say, I'm not going to give you something. I was reading an article today about FDR and
yeah.
Okay. Well, if you don't get the treatment,
I'm
die.
I'm overdosing on heroin. We can't save you. Tough love. It's like, what? That's not tough love. That's just like inhumane cruelty.
welfare, and he said that this is like I'm paraphrasing now, but it's like a narcotic that nulls people. You cannot continually give things to people who are down and out. You take away their sense of worth and their sense of pride. And if these people are out...
Yeah, okay.
That's why they're probably addicted to drugs to begin
I have a
with.
question. After you're sitting here making your speech about how if we can't just give the things to these people because then they have no sense of worth and pride, then you're going to ask for your donations, right? Why hasn't
it's tithing, TJ.
Why
It's
hasn't
tithing.
your sense of worth and pride been diminished?
Well, he's not poor, TJ. He's rich, so it's okay to give him money because he's not down and out.
Yeah. Give your money to the rich, not the poor.
The rich who
I love
don't
this
need your
idea.
fucking money.
The rich need it
I
more
love-
than the poor do.
I love this idea that like you could go up to a homeless guy on the side of the street and say like, "Oh man, you look rough. Here's a buck." No, man, you're devaluing my sense of self-worth. How dare you give me a charitable donation?
You're a monster. You're a fucking
Well,
piece of
isn't
shit.
it funny though? Because when I don't know if Pat Robertson takes this position, but it certainly is a religious position that we should stop funding these things and allow charity to take their place, right? So are we for charity or are we against it? Because this idea that we need to defund Medicaid and let charitable donations handle it instead of taking it out of the pockets
Terrible
of people
idea.
but that's a very fucking popular idea amongst religious right Christians.
Well, yeah, because it inserts them where the Catholic Church and where religion used to be in like places like Europe, where it's like you got to depend on the church. They're the only one that have any resources. So it's them just trying to position themselves as the power they used to hold. They kind of want that back, obviously, with that.
Well, doesn't
They
this
don't like
just
the
show
government.
that their whole idea doesn't fucking work? Doesn't this show that like as soon as we go, okay, let's get rid of the fucking social safety net and let donation. This is going to be the argument. Well, you got to teach a man to pull himself up by his own bootstraps. I'm going to go ahead and keep my money.
Yeah.
We have to remember it's all predicated upon you being a good Christian too. Like you need to go to church. You want this kind of help. You can't just expect to get help for no reason.
Unconditional love with
Well, I'm
conditions.
starting to. I know that sounds hard, but that's the way it's got to be. You've got to say, all right, I'll give you a job. Here's something you can do constructive.
So you
I'll give
basically
you
have-
some work, and when
Why don't
you
you
work something,
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Why don't we put you in a box and just let you fucking starve to death, you goddamn mummy?
then I'll give you some food to eat. But I'm
Getting help, even getting to the place of getting help if you fill in too much, they
fuck
don't need
this.
to make that choice.
exactly. But if all you're doing,
Do the world a
you're just
favor and
in the
bash him on the head with a fucking vase or something.
Yeah, they just need to get help. It's like, yeah, because people that have no money can easily afford, to go to the Betty Ford clinic, or fucking, Malibu, or whatever it's fucking called. The stupid ads are on TV. Like, yeah, you can just easily afford those, $20,000 or $30,000 for like a month.
Everything's free for poor people. They just leech off of everything.
Yeah, they're
That's
just
why poor.
leeches.
Being poor in America is great. You
It's
just sit
kind of
around-
funny because these are the leeches, and they're like, oh, these poor fucks, they're the real leeches.
All right, moving on. Oh, before we move on to crazy people, just want to remind everyone, in the description to this video, there is a link to a survey. Please go there, fill out the survey. Give us your feedback on the show. It helps out tremendously.
Fucking A.
Yes. All right.
Jesus. That fucking manatee, man.
The fucking manatee return.
This first video is called Green Beret Trounces Obama.
Cool. Mild Bill.
Hello, everybody. Wild Bill for America here, and I have good news. Sergeant First Class Charles Martland, the U.S. soldier who saved a little Afghan boy from being raped by an Afghan homosexual, will not be prosecuted in spite of Obama's orders.
It's an Afghan homosexual that was trying to rape the little boy. Not an Afghan rapist, not an Afghan pedophile, an Afghan homosexual.
Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Amen.
American troops must not interfere when Muslims rape little boys. Welcome to the sick world of Barack Obama liberalism. Now, because Islam is a demonic religion.
No. That's okay. What you're talking about is something that's deeply ingrained in their culture. I'm not defending the practice. It obviously is abhorrent, but they're trying to stabilize the country. They like virtually, if you went against what these people want at this point, it's just going to lead to more insurrection and violence and even a even bigger clusterfuck for the U.S. So there's no way they're going to oppose it.
Religion, sexual perversion is a huge part of it. Now, if you remember the story, Martland was approached by an Afghan mother and her frightened little boy. They begged him to stop an Afghan police officer from taking the boy, tying him to a post and repeatedly raping him. Now, Martland tried to correct this travesty through the chain of command, but because of Obama's standing policies, the Army could do nothing to protect that child. After all, we don't want to take a chance on offending the Muslims now, do we? But Martland did it anyway, and the Army tried to kick him out. I thank the good Lord that there are still men like Martland who will take a stand against evil men.
You heard it here first. Wild Bill is anti-U.S. Army.
Is he anti-torture? Because I never remember him saying when the Bush administration had them, take people to other countries and torture them for information. I don't see him saying that there's anything wrong with that.
Is he saying that Barack Obama, who's presided over like thousands and thousands of fucking drone strikes and military incursions into Muslim places, is sensitive about offending Muslims?
Yes.
I think so.
What's more offensive? Stop, like, hey, maybe you shouldn't be raping that boy, or hey, let me bomb this fucking wedding from a fucking drone that nobody can see. Like, what's
is that a fucking Knights Templar patch on his vest?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh,
Cool.
shit. Wild Bill's a Freemason.
Freemason.
I like the hat.
Even if it means personal risk. And I salute Congressman Duncan Hunter for standing up for Sergeant Martland and for all the concerned Americans who expressed their outrage at his mistreatment by the Army.
I've never heard anyone but you talking about this one.
Right.
Phil.
I've read some stories about it, and there was a lot of outrage from conservatives because I think he was going to be kicked out of the Army for because I think he basically beat the shit out of this guy that was raping this kid.
Yeah.
Which, I don't really blame him for doing it, but at the same time,
he did at the same time fucking disobey direct orders.
He
and
did.
Shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, they can't make exceptions for disobeying orders.
Yeah, you really don't want. You really don't want soldiers going around as like, I'm just going to impose my own personal sensibilities on this entire situation and just disregard the chain of command because, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong and blah, blah, blah.
Well, hey, he made his decision. And I guess that, because of the backlash, it's been rescinded, but, you got
I don't know why. I don't know what policy prevented him from acting in that scenario. I think that we should probably look at that, I guess. Actually, fuck that. Our troops shouldn't even be there in these fucking countries anyway.
No.
So that's really what my feeling is. This shouldn't even come up because we shouldn't even be fucking around in this region of the world.
Yeah.
I
do think, though...
I say we need to adopt the fucking Prime Directive. Don't interfere in these fucking
Sounds
fledgling
libertarian
cultures. To me. Yeah. I grow more isolationist as I grow older. Fuck other countries. In fact, fuck everyone who isn't me.
Good to know that child molesting is still abhorred by the American people, and that men who protect boys from pedophiles are still heroes.
Okay.
But
it's not really about fucking the child molesting thing.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was sitting there like, it's just some child rape, Bill. Don't worry about it. No, that wasn't the issue.
Yeah, and the issue is this guy went to his fucking commanders and shit and said, "Let me put a stop to this," and they said, for whatever reason, no, because
don't get involved in local politics.
There's some sort of policy of like, we're not going to do this because that would be provocative, whatever. So they chose not to do it, and yeah, I mean, was that the right decision? That could be fucking argued about, but. I mean, I find it really fucking strange that you're so concerned about this one kid getting raped, but our fucking drone strikes and military operations kill fucking kids all the time.
That's keeping us safe, though.
I mean, like, we fucking... we accidentally bombed... We thought it was a terrorist base, but it was actually a children's hospital.
It turned out
whoops!
It was.
I never see you fucking bitch about that once.
Do they bomb Doctors Without Borders like several times in these war zones?
Doctors Without Borders.
They have. They've literally killed them, and it's just like, oops. Well, there was insurgents operating nearby, and
I haven't seen Wild Bill fucking get up in arms about any of that.
He doesn't give a fuck.
They're blowing up charitable organizations.
So I guess it's okay when our government directly blows children up. You're just like, that's fine. But when a fucking soldier is stationed in a place with fucking like a precarious, like a very socially precarious situation where like the threat of insurgency is an ever-present thing, is told, no, don't interfere, even though you may think it's right. That's when you're going to get all up in arms.
Dude, this guy's a piece of shit.
Fuck you.
Can you imagine in Wild Bill's neighborhood if they were just dropping bombs and it would just randomly happen? If you'd be like, you know what, I support this policy. It's just randomly drop bombs in my fucking neighborhood. Oh, there's my neighbor. He just got blown up. That's funny. Give me a fucking break, dude.
Because some guy 3 blocks away might be a terrorist, so they killed my neighbor.
Yeah.
Well, also, if you disobey orders knowingly, you can't all of a sudden expect like there not to be orders anymore. Even if you did something that was arguably correct, you can't just assume that there's nothing against that when you know that you're going against orders. It's like when people protest, and like, oh, hey, can I, or when students, there was a whole thing about students who wanted to protest something, so they were like, oh, can we opt out of our exams so we can protest against the system? No, you just don't go to your exams. Make the sacrifice. Oh, you did something good for somebody who was being raped in another country. Good. Now, take the punishment or whatever the fuck. And this,
because you were told beforehand, no, don't do it. You did it. You made that moral decision, and that's fine, but you're going to fucking still suffer the repercussions. Well, apparently not in this case, but whatever. I mean, I have nothing. I guess I really don't have any problem with this guy not being punished, because I think that probably what he did was right, but still, the fact that Wild Bill is so outraged by this when he ignores so many equivalent atrocities committed by our own government is just ridiculous.
Oh, far worse atrocities, even.
Yeah.
But yeah, fuck him. Anyway, we can move on. I think we've explored this.
It's not the atrocities. It's not the atrocities. It's the administration under which the atrocities are committed that he's worried about.
Yeah, he's such a hard R motherfucker.
Yeah, when Obama got Bin Laden, they like, yep, we got him. Was Wild Bill sitting there? Well, you know what? I'm not happy with this.
All right, check out this cringe fest, okay? This was back when like people were like, TJ needs to pay Brett. All right, these guys are doing like some sort of like YouTube show, and they're talking shit about TJ.
Right, I like him already.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the Drunken Yankees Fan podcast.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The name sounds kind of similar.
Oh my god. Fuck you.
This is the greatest podcast.
Yeah, look at it, man. Look at
podcast
it. The camera angle.
The lighting is awesome.
Yeah, right.
I love it. This is great.
No, that's not true.
Okay, good.
We're
Thank
the
God.
Drunken Yankee fans. No, more like you're the Drunken Yankee fan.
Yeah.
This is great.
Semi-Drunken A's fan.
Right.
Whatever. Whatever.
In a dark room, the best place on a shaky cam. These guys are fucking. They know what they're doing.
What are
they're inventing a new format. Shaky cam podcast. Sign me up.
Shaky cam awkward angle podcast.
Oh, not
in a fucking extremely dim, dingy room.
Yeah.
I will tell you guys this. This does look like the perfect beginning to a bitch boy slap fight. Like it could just break out. It could break out at any moment. These guys could just start slapping each other.
It wasn't even A's. Yeah, I'm pouring a drink.
I'm pouring my fourth drink.
All right,
Who cares?
So what do we got on the screen? You can hardly see what is TJ.
Is TJ being put into a filter talking about Brett Keen's mouth?
Talking about Brett Keen's mouth. Now, TJ, you want to see what's in Brett Keen's mouth?
Yeah,
Brett Keen showed you what was in his mouth, and you still haven't paid him. So
I want to see what I want to see his
So was this before I paid him?
Yes.
Okay.
gums. I agree.
And you know
Don't
what?
pay him until you see his gums.
We saw his
Well, that guy agrees with me.
gums. Well, Chav here, the Drunken Yankee fan number 2, has not seen the video that Brett Keen has actually showed about his gums, but I've seen it, and everybody out there can see it at any time.
Well, they said the gums video is out, and I paid him pretty much instantly after that came out.
Yeah, so Kitty's already paid him.
Within like 12 hours of that Gums video coming out, he was paid.
The Drunken
So-
Yankee Fan podcast needs to do their research.
Brett Keen did what was expected of him and asked. So I really think it's on the responsibility of TJ to pay him and do not make any loopholes about it.
Loopholes. Why would you, but furthermore, yeah, fine. TJ has to pay him the money, but why would you make a video on behalf of this lying sack of shit, which is known as Brett Keen? Like, you're really going to be like, you know what? What's right is right, and you should really pay Brett.
I did pay Brett.
I haven't told TJ, like, look, I wouldn't pay Brett fucking regardless. He's a piece of shit. I don't give a fuck.
Scotty basically told me, like, straight up, like, yeah, even if Brett Keen did have teeth, I wasn't going to pay him. Fuck him.
Yeah.
So don't ever fucking take a bet from Scotty, I guess.
Well, with Brett, okay, I already knew I was right for one. That's why he never took me in Paul's bet.
I know Paul's ego and Ben are very uncomfortable with it.
You can't speak for them, you piece of shit.
Thanks for insinuating your ideas about how I feel about this.
He knows.
I
He knows,
appreciate
guys. He knows
Dude,
how you feel.
When I was doing this, when I was fucking like under siege by the pay Brett people, I fucking went to Paul's ego for counsel and was like, you think I should pay him? And like, do you think I'm in the right? And Paul was one of the people who told me, nah, I think you should probably hold out till he actually shows his gums.
And you know what Paul also said?
So
top of
Paul,
that, I
Paul
told
had a
you-
perfect chance to fucking. If Paul really felt like TJ, you should pay him. Like honestly, if Paul had said TJ, I really think you should, I would have done it.
But you know what Paul also said too? He's like, whether you pay him or not, it's not going to change anything about Brett. It's going to be all the same shit.
Of course.
And he was right.
Yeah, I did tell you that. I said it doesn't matter whether you pay him or not. Like paying him is not gonna fix it. Paying him is not gonna fucking like he's gonna find a reason why paying him is a bad thing. And sure enough, he did.
He did. Man, he milked it for all the drama. I bet he was hoping you would never pay him. Honestly. I mean, like, I'm sure he wants the money, but
he definitely wants the money because he had a chance to delete his Patreon account. He almost did it. He chose not to because I think he kind of realized, like, wait, I want this money.
You know what might happen too? He might do it right before he's supposed to get paid. So like the Immersion Atheist never paid
Dude,
me.
no way. Brett wants that money.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He already has plans for that money. I mean, come on.
Until it actually goes to his account and processes through, I'm not going to believe it.
All right, well, we'll see. I just think Brett Keen. I think Brett Keen is a fundamentally greedy person and wants
I
the money.
agree.
I think he
What we
values
will
it more
hear-
than the drama.
What we will hear once he's paid is the deal was for $1,000 and all I got was $950 or whatever because of the Patreon fees. Well, there it is.
TJ trying to wheel
that's the next
his way out of
maneuver.
this. Brett Keen made the point, and I'm not a Brett Keen fan by any means.
sounds like you are, at least in this video.
Yeah, how do you feel? By the way, dipshits, how do you feel having this archived on the internet that you supported fucking Brett Keen? Like needlessly too. Like you were like, man, they just need to go ahead and pay Brett, and then it happened, and here you guys are. Like what the fuck?
At least they're so dark you can't even see their fucking faces.
That's true.
Yeah.
And they said they're drunk, which I think they are. At least the guy in the background is, I can tell.
Yeah, he's drunk.
Don't get it twisted, but
Don't
I've
get
been
it
on your
twisted.
side, TJ, until Brett Keen actually showed us his gums.
Yeah, and then I paid him.
And then he paid.
I ain't seen no fucking gums. I want to see some gums.
That's what TJ said.
I seen him and I paid him.
Brett Keen did that, and we all wanted to say, see, TJ would live up to his word. We all wanted to say that, and I've been a TJ fan for about 10 years now.
But wait a minute.
You disappointed him, TJ.
I don't care.
So he showed his gums, right? And you said you paid him what, within 12 hours?
Within 12
Something like
hours,
that,
I paid him. Yes.
So like they basically just expected you to instantly pay him. Is what I'm getting here.
I'm getting the sense that I'm honestly feeling at this point that I probably already paid him when this video was made, and these guys are just really dumb.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know though. I don't know what date this was uploaded, but yeah, fuck these guys. I'm done.
You think they're awesome?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, this video was terrible.
No.
I've been a fan for 10 years. Well, you ain't learned shit. You might as well unsubscribe.
It's got great production value. I'll say that.
I saw on the Drunken Peasants subreddit a comment on our the thread for our latest show, and TJ said something about how the whole pay Brett thing has kind of diminished into nothing. And there was one comment on the thread that was like, "Oh, way to cover it up, TJ. Pay Brett is still here. We're still watching." And it's the most downvoted comment on the thread. It's at the bottom of the fucking thread with like 17 downvotes hidden. So it looks like he was right. It looks like the tempest in a teapot has turned out to be nothing. Brett got paid. He showed his gums.
Yeah, it's resolved.
Yeah, I don't know. It's dead.
I mean, look, Brett can keep trumpeting he wasn't given the $1,000 exactly, but as far as anyone else is fucking concerned, he was paid the vast majority of the money. 95% of the money.
He can't even say I pulled a fast one by putting on his Patreon because A, he has a Patreon, and B, he made a video where he basically explicitly told me to pay him on fucking Patreon. So whatever. He's an imbecile.
All right.
Why am I a white male? Why can't I stop oppressing other people?
I can't play that. There's like fucking copyrighted music on it.
Looked like promising too.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. But I guess that was the white guilt segment's new intro.
It was pretty funny, but like I couldn't hear the music earlier because I was multitasking. But
maybe it'd be fine. I don't know. Whatever. Probably not worth the risk.
Fucking shit! Is this what I think it is?
Oh
I don't know. What is it?
Oh, you know what it is, TJ?
I do.
Oh, this.
Individual, right? You're from Palestine, right?
Oh, it's Black Hitler.
You know how the Israelis treat Palestinians, right? And as African people, we are against the Israelis. We are against colonialism.
Okay.
Right?
This guy's just trying to fucking sell shit in his little shop, dude. Why don't you fuck off?
This guy is such a piece of shit. God
I mean,
damn
like,
it.
even if I felt this way, even if I had these kind of politics, I would not just go into fucking random places and start berating people for their fucking race.
This seems to be really hot right now. Like this, like walking into public businesses and yelling about your agenda thing. I don't think a single mind has ever been changed by somebody walking into a fucking business and screaming at the top of their lungs.
Yeah, but this guy is like genuinely insane. Like he has a video on his channel. I know who this guy is. I can't remember what his exact YouTube name is, but he's got a video on his channel.
We watch him all the time.
We do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
you know the video that I'm talking about, right? With him surrounded by like a bunch of white people.
We
and he's
watch.
basically,
Yeah.
It's
Is this it? Is this him?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's him.
it's him. You can tell by his voice.
We are against the way that they treat your people. Listen. You're taking this attitude and bringing that attitude, and you're acting like how Israelis treat Palestinians to act. Did you ask her? But this is her community. You still don't have a reason to call her. You don't have a reason to call her a bitch. We're not here to go back and forth. We want to rectify the situation. We need a public apology made to her. Yes, your business. No, ma'am.
You don't have an option here.
You don't have an option.
Your two options is apologize now,
or we shut it down.
and we shutting it down.
He wants to be shut down.
You want to be shut down?
He wants to be shut
You're gonna shut him down for about 5 minutes until the cops show up and drag you out of his fucking business. So whatever.
Yeah, you have no right to shut his business down.
Right.
Just like he has no right to shut down your group if you want to fucking gather somewhere.
Remember, like in the civil rights movements when like you guys did nonviolent resistance and shit, and people were feeling sympathy. This is like the opposite of that, and has the opposite effect.
Yeah.
When you go into some guy's business and like, I'm gonna shut this, we gonna shut this shit down. You ain't got no choice. That instantly like just validates the feelings of every racist in America. Like, look what they up to.
Look at these fucking communists want to come in and shut down this man's business. You don't agree with them.
Shut it down.
I said it, shut it down. Don't support this business. They called this woman and they called the bitch and kicked them out this morning.
Okay, I mean, they can kick you out of their store if they want.
Yeah, it's not.
What if she was a bitch?
Turns out calling somebody a bitch in your own private business is not a crime in this country. You can call people bitches if you want. It's okay.
I would say it's safe to say that if she's hanging out with these people, then she is a bitch.
Yeah.
So
I
just
wanna
throwing
say
that out there.
I want to find out where this store is and like raise money for it. Like I want to help him raise money and like get private security to just like stand out there and tase anyone like this that comes up.
Oh my god, he's so irritating. How can anyone stand being around
He
him?
really,
this
he
guy
really is
could-
a reprehensible cunt.
So this guy made a statement to one of these people, like, you're a bitch or something, and they're shitting on the community now. It's like, no, it seems like he shit-talked one person.
Yeah.
I'm sure
And
that's
don't even-
exactly how the encounter went down, too. A black woman walked into his store and he was like, fuck you, bitch! Get the fuck out!
Yeah,
Well, we saw. They recorded it for us. They're like, "Oh, let's go into this gas station and accost this innocent man." And then when he calls us bitches, we'll be like, "Ah, look
No,
at the racism."
He's saying that the reason they're even there is because earlier this morning some chick got called a bitch by this guy in the store.
Really?
And they're saying you either have to apologize or we're shutting your business down.
Oh, please. In Manhattan,
Whatever.
people call you bitches all the time when you go into their business.
We have nothing better to do with our lives.
I like how he wears a shirt with Africa on it, like the entire continent. You notice that?
Yeah.
It's their logo.
I mean,
or something.
what the fuck?
And disrespect us.
It's not disrespecting you just because you're black.
Bitch, ain't nobody gonna be out here with a microphone. They gonna have some rocks and bust you upside your head.
Yeah. Are you saying that that's the type of country that you want to live in, where calling somebody a bitch gets you busted in the head with a fucking rock? Are you serious?
Please arrest them.
Where's the virtue in that society? Like, why is that a talking point for you? You better not go to no Muslim country and call nobody a bitch. They'll bust you in the head with a rock. Yeah, they'd probably bust you in the head with a rock for fucking standing out in front of a business hollering about women's rights and shit, too.
Yeah.
Arrest the police. The pigs in my hood.
Ain't no good.
The pigs in my hood.
Ain't no good.
The pigs in my hood.
Guys, come talk. You guys He made a decision. He made a decision. He's aligning with the state. He's aligning with pigs. He's against African people. He's against St. Pete.
African people, man. You know what? I've met plenty of African people. They don't talk like this dude. They usually have accents that make them sound like they're from Africa. You are not African unless you were like born there and then you grew up in the U.S. or something. Maybe. Otherwise, no, you're not African because you're not from Africa.
It's genuinely like difficult to imagine a more reprehensible person.
Yeah.
Than this guy.
Well, and equating this guy making one comment to one person as, you know, he hates everyone from Africa. He's just racist. He hates all black people.
Yeah, and because the guy calls the police on an angry mob that's trying to shut his store down, he's siding with the state against the African whatever.
He's against the black people in St. Pete, so we are against this establishment. We've offered
You
him
created the
multiple times just to
situation.
write
Then
a
boycott
story,
it.
The Weekly Challenger apologizing to his sister and her daughter. So now we're gonna shut it down.
No, you're not.
No, you're not gonna shut shit down. Not gonna shut anything down. You're a bunch of
They literally
fucking
have
assholes.
they have nothing better to do with their lives. It's so obvious. They're just sitting at a gas station causing fucking problems for people. Like, they insulted us. We're gonna shut this bitch down.
Yep, the new front line in the social war. A fucking gas station where somebody got called a bitch once. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Find something to do with your fucking time. Like, find something constructive
Seriously.
to do.
These are great videos to show people, though. Like the videos that these guys make in particular are the ones that are just so objectively reprehensible and objectively insane that no reasonable person could look at it and think, "Oh, I understand where they're coming from."
I'll tell you, Chris,
impossible.
I used to, before I started appearing on this show and watching these types of videos over and over and over again, I was the type of person that was like, this whole SJW thing, just a craze, just ignore it, let them sit in their own fucking, stew in their own juices, sit in their own echo chamber and fucking die. You know, it'll just fade out. But watching shit like this has made me realize what a fucking problem this actually is, because they succeed. sometimes. Like this group probably won't. But they succeed in shutting down the speech of people that they don't agree with. They succeed in getting big fucking colleges to fold to their stupid fucking agenda.
This group is far too extreme for the majority of people to take them seriously. But there's a lot of people just like them who just do the same thing in just subtle ways. And I was the same way. I was like I think in 2014 I was like, this is just gonna blow over, right? But no, still here, still kicking.
Oh, going strong.
This is the truth. We are concerned about what's happening in our community, and we said we ain't taking this shit no more.
Then don't go there.
We die every day. But see, we don't understand who our real enemy is. It's the pig. The pig.
More pigs.
More pigs. More pigs.
More pigs. No more pigs.
Arrest the police. I said, don't arrest me. Arrest the police. Arrest police. Indict the police. Arrest the police. Indict the police. Indict the police. Don't arrest me. Indict the police.
Look at them dancing around.
Arrest me. Dude, their agenda is so clear.
Arrest
That's
him.
what he wants. That's
this
what
is
they
all
want,
bullshit.
though.
Yeah, this is some bullshit.
I don't
thing.
care. Give him what he wants. Take him to jail. Take him away.
But isn't it obvious? They're staging this entire event. Oh, you fucking slighted this person. Now you need to apologize and do this, this, and this. Of course they know the guy's gonna be like, fuck you, I don't even know who you are. And then they know he's gonna call the cops on him. And then he's dancing around, arrest me.
Yeah, well, that's what he wants. He wants the cops to tackle him and throw him on the ground so he can go, see, this is what it's about. Like, you're standing in front of a business, walking in and out of a private business with a fucking bullhorn. That's like walking out in public and waving a gun around and going, yeah, here come the pigs. Here they come. Here they come. Man can't even brandish a fucking weapon here. Here come the pigs. Arrest me, motherfucker. Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way.
Your point has been proven.
Yeah. Some people are stupid enough to fall for that, but it's pretty fucking transparent what you're doing. And the cops in this instance, everything you've shown up until this point have been calm, respectful, trying to talk to you, trying to pull you aside and find out what's going on, doing what we expect police to do.
Yeah.
Yep. I have to agree.
It's always the good cops that show up when you
What?
when you wouldn't find a horrible one.
Sorry, Chris, you cut out there for a second. Can you start over?
Oh, did I? Oh, I forgot what I said. Never mind.
Okay.
Well, these things happen.
I mean, I usually hate the pigs, too. I fucking hate police. But, yeah, like, when I see shit like this, I'm definitely on their side.
Yeah.
Especially when they're actually, keeping their cool and, like, trying to handle the situation with... Because I wouldn't be... I mean, I know I couldn't be cool in this instance. Like, I'd show up, they'd fucking start yelling that bullhorn, I'd be like... Well, I'm gonna fucking beat some people with my fucking nightstick today. I'm gonna pepper spray some people. I'm gonna tase some people. And maybe there's gonna be an investigation. I don't know.
Someone sent me this commercial. They said it's a pretty strange commercial for a lawyer.
All right, let's take a look.
If you've been the victim of medical malpractice, you're looking at your doctor's worst nightmare. Unnecessary stench.
You're looking at my worst nightmare. What the fuck are you?
Is that the guy from Is that the guy from the painting in Ghostbusters 2?
Yeah,
Vigo,
it's Vigo, dude. You look like the thing. You look like the thing that I was afraid lived in my fucking closet as a child.
I think he looks like the tall man from Phantasm, dude.
Defibrillators, diagnosing cancer that's not there. I came from nothing. I'm rich
and you're
now.
still nothing. I'm rich.
I'm rich.
I'm rich.
Money is secondary to me.
Yeah.
I'm in it for vengeance.
Barry Glazer. Yeah, he's in it for vengeance.
Barry Glazer. He's in it for vengeance.
Barry R. Glazer.
You know, I guess
vigilante.
I mean, I might consider hiring this guy. Like, he might scare the shit out of them. They might just be like, give him what he wants so we don't have to look at him anymore.
We all know that that's the ideal of American justice. I'm not about dispassionate, pursuit of the truth. I'm about fucking vengeance.
Hang him high.
He's got Blazer in his name.
You know what? If I would sway me if I had a lawyer, it's like, I ain't in it for this money. Like, why? For fucking vengeance.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, awesome.
I think I would hire him, man. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, that'd be a good fucking lawyer. It's like, I don't even give a shit about them. I don't give a shit about nothing. Just vengeance.
I'm rich now. I don't give a fuck about money anymore. It's about
That's pretty
vengeance.
much like hiring Daredevil,
Is he-
dude.
Or like Batman or something.
Yeah.
And he's the scariest looking motherfucker you've ever seen in your life.
Oh my god.
He looks like the fucking bastard child of like Donald Trump and a goblin.
All right, time to torture you guys some more.
Feminist. Slam poetry. Hissing. Screeching. Squawking.
Ben.
Fuck you to all the men. I am blaming you.
Are you serious, Ben?
Oh my god. We had to bring it back.
I do
Hashtag
like that.
ban
I do like
Ben.
that intro better.
I don't know, but we should still ban Ben.
Oh, I think we may have lost the call.
Yeah, it says, hold on, we're trying to get the call back. Fucking Paul. You know Paul's just playing games with the internet. He's probably unplugged his router. Woo! Let's see how fast it takes the boot back up.
Whoa, this is nearly empty, huh?
Whoa, my vape is nearly empty.
I guess we'll have to try and get the call back in a second here. Do you want to disconnect from...
Chris and Paul are gone.
I guess it really doesn't matter.
Fuck 'em.
No one even knows we're doing this right now.
Yeah, that's actually true. No one knows. Fucking knows we're doing the shit.
Ben, do you have any fucking... Oh, I forgot we're still doing a show. Do.
Hey, Ben. Oh, wait a minute.
But do you have any vape juice for this? Because my vape juice is almost like gone.
Perhaps
I know
it
you
does.
used to have this shit.
Yeah, it's got a little bit.
Sweet. Ugh. It's a top loader too. My motherfucking shit loads from the top, y'all. I don't even gotta take this shit off. On my old one, I used to like take shit off. This one's better.
It's better.
It's better. Our internet connection is fine. I don't know why we dropped the call.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's pretty strange. What flavor is this? This is
Oh, I see what
cherry
happened
cola.
here.
That looks good.
I see what happened here. I'll get them back.
All right, all right.
Ben sees what happened, everybody. It's okay. The show will go on.
And this is totally live because this part, you know, we could edit out if this wasn't a live show. You're watching this live right
We're
now.
live.
guys.
We're alive.
They know it's not live.
No,
Because we're not gonna like
No, they
sit there and
don't.
try to stream it or some shit. We're recording this on Thursday, everyone. You've been deceived. You think it's Friday,
We're not
but it's
really
really
here.
Thursday.
Wonder what's going on here.
I don't know.
Yeah, TJ has to go to a fucking what kind of convention are you going to, TJ?
Douchebag convention? I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was an otherkin convention.
Oh, right, otherkin. Yeah, I forgot how I was an otherkin.
Yeah, you were.
Oh,
anotherkin,
shit.
So
I'm spinachkin.
We'll try again.
I'm eggkin, TJ.
Spiritually in my soul,
Eggkin.
I am spinach.
Well, I know I'm an egg, or I was an egg in a past life. I can't decide which.
Oh, wow.
TJ's busy sending dick pics right now. What the fuck, TJ?
They're so big. They're so powerful.
Wow, something's really not working. So,
do. I mean, our connection's still good and stuff.
it has to do with the thing that we use on Skype.
Oh, okay.
So
Maybe we should just like shut down Skype and bring it back up.
Yeah.
Yep. Sounds good.
And in the meantime, I guess I will shill Patreon. Patreon.com/DP. I think that next time Scotty wants us to have some kind of like shooting contest.
Shooting contest?
Yeah.
What?
Paul's calling me. Hey, Paul, what's
a
up?
Shooting contest?
We're working on getting you guys back on there.
No, TJ, you're incorrect.
A shooting
that's
contest?
Fine. Just let them know
No.
we're working to get it back going.
I was saying every time we do a video or a segment, we do a shot.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot. We're gonna take shots.
We're gonna do some skeet shooting.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot skeet. No, we're gonna. What we're gonna do is like Scotty's idea is like after every video segment, everyone takes a shot. Except you, Ben, because you'll get too drunk to run the show if we do that.
We can't have Ben like passing out.
You'll
like
have to do
military.
it like every other video or something, so you don't get like too preposterously drunk. But that's our idea. So if you want to see like the entire DP crew get fucking smashed, man, Just drunk everybody.
Yeah, you can
except Ben.
You can do that, or you can go to our Seattle meetup because we'll probably be trash at either one of those.
And you can
things.
fucking watch it all unfold at the next Patreon private
Yes,
show.
that's the only place to see it.
If you want to see it next month, you got to join Patreon this month. Patreon.com/DP. There's also tons of cool little perks and stuff. You guys probably know about them, but go check out our Patreon page and see if any of the perks would be worth it to your ass. And I think we got Paul and Chris back. Are you guys both there? Maybe.
Paul, can you hear us?
I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay.
Chris, are you there? Chris? Cool, all right. Sorry about that. We're going to now, you're going to fucking regret that we even connected back with you because we're going to listen to some feminist slam poetry, but here we go.
Right.
NPS 2014, Oakland, California.
My mother asks me how the date went. And I tell her about
man,
this
send her to
wrong
piss.
boy. You see, I put two men with the same name in my phone, and I answered the wrong one for a date. Wrong match.
This is not poetry. I just want to point this out. This is just her talking.
Yeah.
Is sipping his fourth beer when he declares, I'm not a rape apologist, but meanwhile, in my brain, two thoughts occurs.
Yep, that happened. This happened, everybody. This happened. Totally happened. Totally real. Some guy was sitting there talking this shit after his fourth beer, like, I'm not a rape apologist, but, all cunts deserve to get raped in the ass. Just saying, man. It's just the truth, and you know it's true. I was planning on raping you tonight, bitch. Damn right I'm going to. And you're going to love it, man. You fucking, by the time it's over, you be fucking begging for the dick. That happened. It all happened just like that. Oh, yeah.
Simultaneously, one, and two, nothing you could possibly say will ever make me want to sleep with you. No, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, God. Like even the crowd doesn't fucking get this one. They're just like, oh, that was probably a laugh line, but I'm not. It didn't land.
It can't even land with the feminist crowd that's usually so forgiving of terribleness.
Maybe it's because you just released the most fucking grating harpy screech ever as part of your poem. I love how Ralph Waldo Emerson would just scream at poetry reading. I love how Charles Bukowski would just sit down and go.
Oh my God. Of all the feminist slam poems that we've watched that are not poetry, this is not poetry more than any of them.
Yes, I agree.
My mother asks.
You guys remember that wonderful piece by Maya Angelou where she just screams into the mic and tells bad jokes and tells a fucking boring story? Yeah, me too.
So, what is a rape apologist? And I say, isn't it amazing? In America, we have just the vocabulary to describe the worst parts of ourselves, honey-sounding. Something you name your children, patriarchy, misogyny.
What?
What? You wouldn't? What the fuck?
Who would? What?
Oh, this is my son, patriarchy.
This makes no sense. This
is my daughter, misogyny.
sense.
We call her Missy for short.
Yeah. Misogyny.
Yeah,
Internalize your misogyny.
This is my youngest. Say hello to the male gaze. Yeah, this is the male gaze. Say hello, male gaze.
His middle name is Rape Apologist. Male Rape Apologist Gaze.
Well, all men are potential rapists, TJ. So
all men are actual rapists, Scotty.
This is not poetry. It's fucking astounding. Like, are my videos poetry then? Because poetry. Apparently, is just speaking.
I watched your latest video where you remake. There ain't no rest for the triggered before the show today, and that was way more poetic than this could ever hope to be. So yeah.
Ordinary. She wants to know when I walked out, but I didn't. I didn't want to be rude. Didn't want to make a scene. Didn't want to be just another loud-throated thing. I only know how to yell when the fallout doesn't live in my house. Now, I still felt...
Seem like you're yelling pretty good right now.
Yeah, you are just a loud-throated thing at this
TJ,
point.
you're tone policing, TJ.
Sorry.
Stop tone policing.
Tone policing.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not policing because she can act however she wants.
You're tone policing, TJ.
I'm just expressing my distaste with the behavior she's exhibiting.
Tone policing.
Okay.
like I owed him my courtesy, even though he was the wrong boy this whole time. My mother says, where is that fearless girl that I made. She better try harder next time.
Oh my God, this is turning into like a chick flick mom speech.
Right.
Where is that strong girl that I raised? Like, what? None of this happened. None of this happened. None of this happened.
And the next time is a different kind of mistake. Use want and grab and take even after I tell him to stop touching me, laughs. When I tell him about the hate in his mouth. Like I am such a silly girl with all of my ideas. Follows me to the bathroom and grabs me by the wrist. He didn't want to lose me in the crowd, and I know what a predator's mouth looks like again. And no, not all men I have known have had these teeth, but yes, all women I have known have felt policed by their own fear at some point. There is a theory called
Look at the
Schrodinger's
Fucking clapping, or the snapping. Yeah.
Snap, 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 snap. That triggers me because I can't snap that well.
No, neither can I.
I'm triggered too.
My hands are very soft. I can't snap.
But
I can't snap.
You're mean.
We're white males though, so it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
She's really trying way too hard to have
states that
emotion
each
in
man
her
has
voice.
the potential for both rape and not rape inside of him. You won't know what kind of man he
See,
is
potential
until
rapist.
you're alone together. And how I wanted to be the kind of girl who could walk out when she wanted.
Okay. Well, anyway, we have some $25 patrons.
The Friday ball washing happening on Thursday.
They get their names read because they donated $25 plus. They also get a bunch of other
Thank
perks.
you guys. Thank you so much.
They get access to our special
Yes.
commentaries.
Thank you,
They
guys.
get access to the private shows and all kinds of shit. So, we're going to... Zachary fucking W. Hater.
Piece of shit.
Zachary fucking W. Hater.
Yeah, I know him. He's a piece of shit.
Stuart Nurse. Christy. Acolyte of Cynicism. Joe Radar. Bjorn Bloodaxe.
Oh, yeah. That,
Bjorn.
Minx.
Yeah.
Vandalia,
Minx.
1998. Johannes Gabler.
Gabler.
When you try
Sorry.
when you try to say like the foreign names,
it's great.
It's yeah.
Yeah, I know. Travis Allen Beard. Eric May. Morgan. Jake Farrell. Michael Logan. Angry Bastards. Duke Snuggles. WNO 112. John Pritchett. Jackie. Jamesy. It's a weird word. Jamesy.
Hey, James. Hey,
I'm James A. Jeffrey A. Comrade Kenny. Daniel Warren. Patrick Faulkner. Sinrise. Spencer. Stuart Robertson. Matt Mole. Drake Winberg. Kyle Kapler. Michael Nowick. John,
my man.
Shannon Thompson. Angie. Henry Messam. Metal King 24. Brent Myrand. Danilo Suarez. Adrian Harris Rohig. I'm sorry, Rohrig. Harris Rohrig. Aaron Fleck. Eric Barker. Johannes Mangotson. Carl Dwayne Moore. Jason Cahill. Cara L. Bullerman. Brody Brigham. Nicholas Shelokov. Mojo Murphy. Angelo. We're almost done.
Mojo Murphy.
Ricky Granados Jr. Mark Lawson. Stephanie Smiley Face. Robert.
Stephanie Smiley Face.
She has a smiley face there.
There we go.
Phil Slivkov. Zachary Rogers. Virgil Contos.
Virgil. What's up,
Corey
Virgil?
Carver. Mason Gray. Clinton Weagle.
Clinton.
Omar Asali. Oh, I'm sorry, Omar Asali. And that is our $25 patrons. Thank you, from the bottom of our dark and horrible hearts.
Consider your fucking internet balls washed.
We lick your balls because you're better than our other fans who pay us less or nothing. You have bought a higher degree of our affection. Congratulations.
Wow, the
most fans, we wouldn't care if they died. You guys, if you died,
we care.
We would care slightly more because we'd lose $25 a month.
This freeze frame is thoroughly unpleasant.
It is.
Yeah, it really
But
is.
let's look at something more pleasant.
Most of our freeze frames are thoroughly unpleasant, though. Like, we seem to pause the video at the least opportune moment.
She looks like she's contemplating whether to spit or swallow after a blowjob, you know? But, yeah, let's put something more pleasant on the screen, Ben. I see you have something there.
Oh, this?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Shill that shit again. We know it's popular.
We've sold even more of them.
Yeah, and even though this show's not live right now, we've sold more.
Yeah.
Manatees. This is our greatest shirt. I say that with total humility that this is the greatest shirt of all time, and if you don't own it, you're a piece of shit. Chris, are you going to buy one?
I already own it.
You don't already own it. We haven't even shipped them out yet.
Yeah, they haven't even come out yet.
Don't worry about it. No, I got it. I mean, I saw the design and then I printed it on on a shirt that I already had.
You piece of shit.
Fuck you, Chris. You need to buy it.
Undercutting us.
Chris, buy this shirt. I expect to see a video of Chris in this shirt. I don't know if everyone else agrees with me on that.
I agree.
But
immediately.
Right now.
Right fucking now. Chris, you got to make a video on your channel like, I was on the Drunken Peasants. Go subscribe to them.
and then he experienced a mass exodus.
We're going to say it to
Riveting
you.
content.
We're going to say it to you, too. We're going to say, go subscribe to Chris's fucking channel.
I'll put I'll have an hour-long video of me repeating, I was on DP. Go see it.
Do it over and over again.
Yeah.
And flagellate yourself. All right, let's play something else.
Manatee.
We got a little time left.
We got some fucking time.
And I ain't watching no more of this horse shit.
Yeah, it's third. Yeah, this is not great.
How about this guy?
So I just left Sports Authority.
Great.
Buying myself a nice little yoga mat.
Great.
And I was wearing my fantastic Donald Trump, finally someone with balls t-shirt. And the cashier took a notice and she asked me, "You're going to vote for Trump?"
Well, pretty obviously
and
it
I
is.
said, "You guessed it." And I go, "How much do you hate his guts?" I just assume as a default people don't like Trump. Even though there's a huge amount of support for him, I feel like the average typical person you bump into on a day-to-day basis hates his guts, probably because the only thing they know about Trump is what the mainstream media spoon-fed to them.
No. Why do you
So I
people...
asked her,
I'm sorry.
how
Why
much-
is this a common refrain of these Trump people? Why do they all think, like, the only way anyone could possibly not like Trump is if they've just been brainwashed by the mainstream media, man? They're just brainwashed,
I mean,
dude.
the mainstream media is really terrible, but, you know, it can't be so terrible in the sense that it's terrible just in different ways for each individual person. It's like, you hear this about it like conservatives. Oh, the mainstream media is lying to us. Now you hear it, oh, from more liberal people, well, the mainstream media is owned by corporations. So it's like, well, which narrative is it? Is it all of these narratives? I mean, it's like, at a certain point, it's like, yeah, this is all bullshit, but we all recognize it's bullshit.
Okay, the media has always lied to you, all right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, we all kind of know it's bullshit.
Well, no, we don't all know. I mean, he's right on one thing. There probably are some people out there that just watch MSNBC and they go, Trump bad. But the insinuation he's making is that if you do your homework on Trump, he comes up smelling like roses. He looks worse if you look into him.
Oh,
Not to
man.
this dude.
This guy's like, man, where you been all
He
my
got
life,
some
Trump?
Paul, he got some balls.
Do you hate his guts? And she said, well, I don't really follow politics. And I'm like, in a
sheeple.
way, that's kind of a good thing.
Oh, he actually complimented.
And she goes, I don't like him, but I don't really follow politics. Now, I was going to say, well, how can...
Well, when was Trump involved in politics before now? I mean, everybody knew him from other places before that for years.
Dude, I wish I'd been watching The Apprentice and shit all this time because I had no idea how entertaining Trump actually was.
So you don't need to follow politics to know something about Donald Trump.
No.
At all.
Yeah. And also not liking something doesn't inherently mean, like, deep dislike, you know? Like, I don't like My Little Pony. I have no feelings towards My Little Pony, you know? You don't have to have strong feelings for something to not like something.
I don't like Donald Trump, man. I like him.
Yeah.
But I do. I think
Actually,
I think I like him more than I like Hillary.
I would say, yeah, you would say you like, you actually do like Trump, I would say.
I do like him as an entertainer. I think he's very fun to watch. I don't like him as a president. I don't think he'd be good at it.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
But whatever. He's no worse than Hillary. Fuck it. I don't care. Pull the trigger. I mean, like, I feel like there's just two guns to America's head, and we're just trying to figure out which trigger to pull. It's like, okay, this is a stupid situation.
Same result, doesn't matter.
Like, do I pump the bullet into my left temple or my right temple? Not sure what to do in this situation.
I like that he couldn't wait to make this video. He just did it immediately when he got in the car too.
Yeah, he's like, man, this is fucking video gold. What just happened?
You say you don't like him if you don't even follow politics. But the little phone behind the register rang and she got caught up in a conversation, so I couldn't pursue the conversation. But it's just interesting.
What
like,
tragedy.
if you don't follow politics, how could you know enough about Trump to say you don't like him?
Because he's been a celebrity for like 3 or 4 decades now. Like, I mean, I don't know, maybe not that long, but I remember fucking watching interviews with Trump from like the early 90s and shit.
Yeah, just because you don't follow politics doesn't mean you're not going to hear anything about politics.
So, I mean, that's practically 27 years.
Even in the 80s, I mean, like,
yeah,
because he was at some of the WrestleManias back in the day, and they talked about him like he was well known even back then.
So, I mean, yeah, this guy's been a fucking huge celebrity in America for like my entire life then. I'm 31 years old. Like, I remember people making fun of Donald Trump's hair as a child.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, like, how can you possibly make this statement of, how can you possibly know that you don't like Trump if you're not into politics? It's easy.
Because Trump hasn't been a politician until just recently.
I mean, I remember first learning about Donald Trump in the way that so many other Americans did. I was at the airport looking for some fresh steaks, and I wandered into a fucking boutique shop and bought some Trump steaks, you know.
Those are awesome, dude. Those are good steaks.
The highest quality steaks money can buy, Paul.
Apparently, my understanding is I don't know if this is true, because this is just some anecdotal shit someone told me, but someone told me that you don't actually buy the steaks there.
Oh, they ship them to you?
You buy them there, but they don't give them to you there. They're like shipped to you or some shit like that.
No, I think that's true.
And someone was like, someone said, it was actually brilliant because it got people talking. It's like, what? No.
What? No.
There's a reason that the Trump steaks is not a thing anymore. It was not successful. Turns out people don't want to buy steaks from Sharper Image. Sorry.
Okay, maybe she's a Democrat and she's just fundamentally opposed to Republicans, even though Donald Trump isn't even really a Republican.
said she didn't follow
Donald
politics.
Trump has taken over the Republican Party and essentially redefined it. And Bernie Sanders is trying to do that, but Bernie Sanders is a weak boy who's afraid of being called a
He's a
sexist.
weak
So he's not
boy.
really going at Hillary as hard as he could be. So, it's...
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's not going against Hillary as hard as he could be because he insists on actually
addressing the
sticking to
issues.
policy
Yeah.
and talking about things that are pertinent instead of just fucking insulting people. And honestly, maybe that was a mistake for Bernie not to insult Hillary because obviously, mudslinging is done for a reason. It fucking works, and Hillary's an easy target. So maybe he should have done that.
One of the softest targets in politics.
But I think you kind of lose something fundamental about the Bernie Sanders appeal if he's willing to just be a total dick to people. Because, like, part of the reason that I kind of liked him is that he wasn't that way.
You know, and for this fucking loser to sit in his fucking car going to Sports Already get his yoke about Bernie Sanders, you boy. It's like Bernie Sanders has done way more shit than you. And is a fucking been an accomplished fucking politician for years. Actually gives a shit about the communities he's represented. And you're just gonna be like, boy, give me a fucking break, dude.
Oh.
Like, even if you don't agree with him politically.
It's freaking ridiculous that he could sit there and be like, oh, Bernie's weak, but Trump is fucking tough as nails. The guy who's like, oh, my penis is totally not small on a live debate stage.
Yeah, Bernie's
really
fucking
tough.
weak. Bernie's been going across the fucking country for months now on one of the most fucking harrowing things, the American political fucking presidential campaign system. I mean, it's fucking brutal. I mean, people are talking about, okay, when whoever's elected, it doesn't matter. The day after is going to be like, who's going to be the next president?
Maybe she's not a Democrat. Maybe she just hates white people. She looked kind of a
Okay. Yeah, that's... What?
Now it's pausing all his fucking insecurities.
Okay.
Maybe she just hates me because I'm white.
You're really because just based on nothing more than the fact that she doesn't like Donald Trump. Maybe she hates white people.
Yep.
She's a racist.
Fuck you. All right.
Damn racist.
What?
Look at that gaze of emptiness.
Hispanic. Hispanics, you know, a lot of them have this interpretation that Trump hates them, which is a complete lie. So maybe she just hated him on that basis. I can't read her mind.
I do want to point out that
you're trying.
That some Hispanics are white people.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm actually Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
There you go.
Conversation couldn't continue, but talk about admitting you don't know anything about politics. She says she doesn't follow politics, yet still claiming you know enough to hate Trump. That sounds like somebody who's gotten only a cursory
She said she hated Trump. I thought
feel
she
for Donald Trump.
A minute ago, said she disliked Trump.
She didn't say she hated Trump. Even she just said I don't like him.
No, guys, no. She just got a cursory feel. It's like when you take that first bite of dog shit. You know what I mean? And you're like, well, don't judge it on that first bite. Go back in for a second.
Once you eat the whole turd, you'll see
damn
there's
plate.
some merit to this. There's some merit. Oh yes.
Based on, you know, she had the TV on in the living room once and the mainstream media came on. Donald Trump is a racist. Donald Trump hates Mexicans. Donald Trump is a sexist. Donald Trump hates women. And fuck, if that's all you've ever heard because you're not interested in politics, as she said, then fuck, yeah. I
Well,
mean,
how
Trump
we
must
know-
sound like Satan. And by extension, I must be Satan for wearing the shirt in public.
Yeah, after a fucking
But
bullshit
again,
narrative,
you
it's
can't read her
true.
mind, so we don't really know. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Link
Wait,
to this.
hold on. Are you serious? That's it?
That's it.
Wow.
Wow, how anti-fucking climactic.
I know, like, here's me speculating about someone's mindset based on one simple fact about them.
Okay, well,
anyway, I can't read her mind. The end.
She's so obviously desperate to talk about Trump in some way. It's like, this is kind of related to Trump.
Yeah, he had his Trump-branded video camera in the car ready to go. Ready to go to fucking...
Make videos great again.
The video that we watched earlier where a dude held up peppers had a better button than this video. I guess that's it. Some chick admitted that she doesn't know much about politics but doesn't like Donald Trump. See you guys later.
Wow, what a great video. Probably got room for one more.
One more video.
It's the last video of the day.
Wow. Let's see. I don't know. Let's do this one.
Ooh, I am very excited. The Vermont flag.
Okay,
so there's a
Vermont flag.
All right.
Gotcha. It's a pretty sky.
Bernie Sanders' home state, people.
Cool.
Yeah? Well, actually not his home state, but it's the state he represents.
Yeah.
He's from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
It's okay.
Well, he makes his
You
home
ever
in that
heard a
state,
street
so.
preacher, at your campus before?
Semantics,
Ever heard
whatever.
Anybody preach the Bible here? Well, I'm fixing to do it.
Oh, great.
You're fixing to preach the Bible.
Fixing.
I'm sure the people of Vermont have never heard anything about to do with Christianity or the
Why,
Bible.
What's wrong here? Drugs, sex.
Yep, it happens everywhere.
Homos.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. Did she say what's wrong here?
Drugs and sex?
And homos.
And
Sign me
homos,
up,
yeah.
man. What the fuck?
Three of my favorite things about America.
And that's in every
That's
state,
usually
so
what it is.
even very Christian areas.
All right, go tell your friends I'm out here, worldwide evangelist.
No.
No one gives a shit.
Worldwide evangelist. I am a worldwide evangelist. Here by myself.
I was hoping big World Star hip hop shit. World Star!
She travels the world, dude.
Attention! Bernie
my students.
Hey,
Is this
why don't
like
you
an
get
elementary school?
Yeah, it looks like it. They're getting on a school bus.
Hey, 8-year-olds!
Why don't you get on like Bernie Sanders loves faggots?
It says it's a high school. It says Rutland
okay.
High School,
Okay.
Vermont street preacher Bernie Sanders Jewish lost soul.
Why?
Are these the tags?
Yeah. No, this is the title of the video, dude. The title of the video is Rutland High School ... Vermont street preacher ... Bernie Sanders Jewish lost soul ... There's no dots.
Oh. There should be
I
dots.
am a gospel preacher. I have come here to confront you about the things of God.
I've come here.
Attention,
Bernie
Target
Sanders.
shoppers! Attention, Target shoppers! This is the new. This is the new way Christians evangelize. They stand in or around a business or a school and just yell at the top of their lungs.
Let me
Okay,
force you
how
to
much-
hear me.
I like that it's also like, oh hey, I'm confronting you from very, very far away.
Hey, you over there! I'm proselytizing to you
Well,
now.
she's probably doing it because they'll probably kick her off the campus or say you're trespassing.
Here's an idea. Maybe she doesn't go there at all.
It is a Jew, and Jesus Christ is
What do these
his
people get?
King. Jesus Christ is the King
Look,
of
what
the Jews.
you dumb fucking bitch! What don't you get? If
You
people want to hear this,
Hispanics!
they'll go to a church. They'll go listen to you talk. Don't fucking force other people to listen to your fucking inane prattling. You don't think they've already heard these opinions before? Like all these kids going to high school have never heard a conservative opinion. They've never heard about Jesus. They're just like, well, I guess the default thing is atheism and there is no God, and I've never heard anything different.
You know, like if she's gonna like, do this shit, at least make it more theatrical. Like get a megaphone. Don't wear some stupid pink parrot hat bullshit.
Dude, they have these people go to all these. Okay, anytime there's a big event, you'll see people like this down there. They'll stand up their sign, "Repent now, the end is nigh," and they have a fucking bullhorn or a megaphone.
Pink parrot hat bullshit, man.
Like seriously, like there's parrots on it, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, she should be all decked out in some kind of crazy religious get-up that makes her look like official, you know? She just looks like some fucking trailer park bitch that just sauntered onto the campus and started screaming.
Repent now!
Repent! Repent! Oh! Worldwide Ministries is here!
Repent!
She's a worldwide street preacher.
Yeah, I'm sure you could catch her in fucking Bangladesh even.
Need a Bible, sidewalk, school day from me today.
She screams like an animatronic.
Perhaps you don't have a Bible
Yeah, I'm pretty
You
sure
need a
a
Bible.
Bible.
because there will be a final.
That's one of the nicest looking fucking high schools I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Look
right?
how-
Holy shit, this is way bigger than mine.
Look how clean and shit it looks. Like, my high schools all looked like fucking prisons.
Yeah.
Exam with God. That's right, it is a public school, and Obama says anybody can go in the girls' bathroom.
Oh my
and that
God.
is wrong.
No, he didn't.
You men and queers need to stay out of the girls' bathroom.
Yeah, it's not our issue.
It's
No
not
one's going in there.
okay to be a sodomite. It's not okay.
Actually, it is. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
I think, like, even if someone, like, was kind of, like, had your political views, I feel like they'd go outside and see this and be like, man, I need to reconsider.
Yeah. Look at them laughing at
Yeah,
her.
there's like, okay, bitch, keep going.
Look at this, they're like,
World
wow, this
star.
is fun.
World
To
star.
be a lesbian. It's not okay to be a drunk or a prom whore.
Actually,
We got
those
some
things are
prom
fine.
whores here.
Bum whore? Is that,
She said prom whore. Prom whore.
A prom whore.
She means girls that get fucked on the night of the prom. It's not okay.
Any other day is fine, though. Just the
Of
prom.
course.
If you want to get fucked the day after or before the prom, that's all right. But no fucking on prom night.
You gave it up for a glass of Kool-Aid, didn't you? Look, I'm religious. You gave up your virginity.
How can you talk to someone that's screaming at you?
I feel bad.
You're a sinner going to hell.
I feel bad for this kid that's actually like naive enough to think like maybe I can reason with her.
Oh no, there's no way.
You're wasting your time and breath, kid.
Yeah, if someone that fanatical, you're not going to go, I'm religious too, even if you are religious. Like, you don't take it seriously like me.
It didn't even take a butt dumber. You need to get saved.
This is a problem you have to take up with the administration.
Jesus Christ is Lord. And one day, every knee will bow and confess.
Any day now. Sure, it's
I
been
know.
2,000 years, but soon.
What a nice looking school. Some fucking there's nice like hills in the background. Then they have this fucking loud squawking fucking bitch shows up. Let me tell you my opinion. It's like, you know what? No one gives a shit what your opinion is. You have to fucking literally force high school students to, as they walk by you awkwardly, to fucking hear your nonsense.
And you know how stupid she is? Like, the one person who actually wants to engage with her, she's just, like, ignoring him to
she's, like,
scream at people
screaming
who are
at
not
him.
interested.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. You got to be a pretty sad person to go to go to a school that looks like it's like a fucking default Windows 95 fucking desktop and just scream at kids. God damn it.
It is not okay to be
Yeah.
Don't go in the bathroom.
All right, so before we wrap it up here, anything we want to announce or?
I don't think so.
No. We good.
No.
All right.
Go subscribe to Chris Raygun's channel.
Yeah, go
Thank
check
you
his
to Chris
channel.
for being here. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it.
RSVP for the meetup.
Yep.
Get a fucking manatee shirt.
That's it, I guess.
Become the manatee. You are the manatee.
Manatee.
You are the manatee.
Good night,
The
everybody.
manatee lives inside us
Goodbye, guys.
all.